19 deliveries. And we're in over number 4, 12 without loss.
Yes, Thomas have to be patient here, follow the process continually because the batter is following his process.
Oh, outstanding delivery. That one came back, got through the body and the wicket. And a by signal by umpire Carleen Brown. Well, look at this delivery.
Beautiful delivery there. Always in these overs, we're seeing Thomas kind of mixing up the deliveries, so the batters would have to watch for that. He's a very good bowler indeed. We're seeing on the screen here some of the supporters of the players and their parents. Beautiful to see at the ground here at JB. They're traveling way from Trinidad to come and support their players, and it's wonderful to see these players.
And of course, seems some issue with the field. And the ground staff summoned to the pitch, as well as the third umpire, umpire Foster. You know, the players not happy with some spots on the wicket, and there you see on screen now the ground staff getting some job done.
Yes, indeed. As we said before, this ground haven't been used for the last 15 years. It was brought back into commission for this series because the Jamaica Cricket Board want to spread cricket around the island. They want to give venues the recognition that they deserve. As you said before, this ground was coming to commission from the 1950s, so it deserved to host cricket. And I think kudos to the Jamaica Cricket Board for scheduling this game here. And in this community that loves cricket, a little later we'll see a lot more supporters coming out. When I was coming in this morning, some taxi guys asking what's the time that the match going to start. So we'll see a lot of support here, and I think these youngsters from Jamaica will do well with the support of the local community.
And so too is the Trinidad and Tobago team. A lot of support coming all the way from Trinidad and
Yes,
Tobago. And this is the western side of Old Harbour in
yes.
St. Catherine as well. And now
Still doing some work on the ground. Just temporary. Just a little concern. So the game has been held up for a few minutes here just to rectify some of the issues out on the outfield there. When some of the fielders showed some concern, but Trinidad and Tobago at the moment 13 without loss, a projected score of 163. Raheem Livingston.
oh, edge cut. A magnificent delivery from Livingston, and he gets reward. Brilliant catch as well. Seemed to be Captain Zachary Buchanan, and Mangru has to go for 6. And the Jamaica under 15 Rising Star struck in over number 5. Look at this for a delivery, playing away from his body, and easy as a like for Zachary Buchanan. It's 13 for 1.
Beautiful Marlon Pinnock. You mentioned in the previous over that that end of the ground was not carrying through, but this end is the one that is carrying through, and you are proven to be right there. Livingston just putting the delivery where he needs to put it, and Zachariah Buchanan, the captain of Jamaica, collecting it very well, drawing in the batter into that shot just now. He had no answer to Livingston. Livingston once again showing his worth like he did in the first game. A very good bowler indeed.
You're absolutely correct. But look at this.
Beautiful.
This was the rhythm of Thomas on this occasion, the ball that got through
Yes.
the wicket and the player.
Yes.
But that delivery was an outstanding delivery from Livingston.
Outstanding indeed.
His first 2 overs, his first 12 deliveries was back of a length, causing some problems. And this was a special delivery, and it came at a special time. Easy as a like for Zachary Buchanan. Missed the finals, and he's a captain also of Campion High School. He missed that finals last evening.
Yes.
Whipped First delivery down to that fine leg region.
Senior from the two opening fast bowlers of Jamaica, they bowl mix overs, but it is one that is keeping the two batters from the Rising Stars from Trinidad and Tobago guessing. They don't really sure what the ball going to do, what the wicket is going to do, so they remain on their guard and they remain cautious. And as soon as they settle down, I believe that it will become an even game between bat and ball. But at the moment, Raheem Livingston dictating the terms to the two batters from Trinidad.
Not the best delivery on this occasion. A wide delivery down the leg side. And clearly the right and left combination may be a factor for the young Manchester High School fast bowler. Very, very economical so far. Into his third. Only conceded 5 runs and a wicket. Fantastic.
Yes, absolutely fantastic. Beautiful catch, beautiful delivery.
I tell
Just
you what,
look at that.
it's like a slip catch in practice.
Absolutely.
Easy for Zachary Buchanan. Regulation catch it was.
Oh, yes.
And that's where it's good. Raheem Livingston just back of a length. And you look at the current run rate so far, under 4, 3.11, and to be exact. And you'd want to see a sedate start by the Trinidad and Tobago Young Rising Stars.
It's a watchful start and it's understandable, so they are not sure how the wicket will play, what it will produce, and I think the cautious in the starting is vital at this moment.
And here we go again. Lovely outswing on this occasion. Such a lovely fast bowler. His rhythm, his delivery stride, and he hits the wicket very hard. Lovely to watch, Raheem Livingston.
Likes to bend his back and he's showing commitment in his bowling. Good attitude to have as a youngster, as an upcoming star for Jamaica and potentially for the West Indies.
It's good to see the captain maintaining 2 slips as well. Oh, it doesn't matter. Slip doesn't matter. The middle stump plucked out of the ground. And Raheem Livingston is having a ball here at Jamaica Boilers. He's second. And Trinidad and Tobago Young Rising Star in a spot of water at 16 for 2.
Look at this replay again. Look how he comes in with a good rhythm. Look how he sets up the batter. Watch this delivery now. Straight through the gate. Had no answer to that really. None whatsoever.
Lovely to watch. He's a very, very effective fast bowler. And guess why? I said he's very effective. The first couple of deliveries in this over was back of a length, out swingers. This delivery, in swinger, bang on mega stump. Absolutely gorgeous to watch.
Absolutely. Very, very good. Absolutely.
He has figures now of 2 for 7 into his third. Remarkable from the Manchester High School fast bowler.
Oh yes, and he bringing Jamaica on the front foot here. It says Trinidad and Tobago is now in a spot of batter at 16 for 2 at 4.5 overs. Samir Badu coming into the crease now. He played very well in the opening game there at the Melbourne Cricket Oval, Marlon Pinnock.
Yes, a solid young player, all-around cricketer, young Boudou, and he's also an excellent off-spinner and a player who loves to rotate the strike. He loves to use his wrist as well, and I think it's a wise idea to promote him at number 4. Batted 6 in the previous game, but with the loss of 2 early wickets, I think this is a wonderful employed here by the young Trinidad and Tobago under 15 Rising Star.
Absolutely. Jamaica is known for fast bowling. Raheem Livingston is one of the trump card for Jamaica. The captain will be tempted to have him on for another 3 to 4 overs, and I think once he and Thomas continue to dictate the terms for Jamaica, then it will be further trouble from the rising stars of Trinidad.
Oh, good delivery, excellent follow-up delivery. A fantastic third. Only a run came from it, a wicket. It is 16 for 2.
16 for 2 indeed. Raheem Livingston dictating the terms from 3 overs, 2 for 7 for Jamaica so far. Bowling in partnership with Thomas, both of them having Trinidad and Tobago rising star on the ropes here at the Jamaica Boilers cricket ground.
16 for 2, 5 overs completed. Current run rate of 3.20. And was a Jamaica under 15 rising star. You take that every day of the week. But nothing from Raheem Livingston. He's outstanding in his spell so far. We saw some deliveries and the keeper collecting over chest height. And that shows the guile of the young fast bowler.
Absolutely.
Easily punch out to that cover point region by Guerrero, and he gets another run. He goes up to 6, and the total goes up to 17 for 2.
Yes, he has been the calm of all the batters that came. He is willing to watch the deliveries and look to milk some runs. And in a 50-over game on a pitch that you are not really sure about, this is the approach that is needed. Just to milk the runs, watching the early overs, and then when you consume some balls and feel a lot more comfortable, then you look to score runs.
And this one is whipped over that wideish mid-on area. And Boudou is off the mark with 2 runs. A delivery on the line of the leg stump from Ranjay Thomas. Easy as you like from Samir Boudou. And he's a quality young player. And he's from Port of Spain in Trinidad and Tobago. And he goes to St. Mary College in Trinidad.
Right. Samir is one that we saw in the first game, came out and fight fire with fire. And he's going to do it here.
And he's such a clinical player. You look at his batting technique, how he approaches batting. It tells you that a youngster in the making for West Indies cricket.
Oh, yes.
Just how he approached batting. He looked to play the ball under his eyes. And that is something that young players need to adopt.
Showing good intent, Mr. Pinnock.
Oh, a lovely check. Quick single. And a lovely follow-up delivery from Ranjay Thomas on this occasion. A slower delivery. But Samir Boudou was equal to the task.
Had he picked up that ball cleanly just now, I wonder if Samir would have been at the crease just the same.
As the total goes up to 20 for 2 in over number 6.
Look at that. Did not pick it up cleanly and allowed the batter to come back at the crease.
As this one is driven beautifully up to that mid-off area. And across for a second. Thinking about a third, but it's not on. And 2 more runs to go here on this occasion as the total goes up to 22 for 2. Over pitch delivery from Thomas.
Marlon, at the toss I spoke about, look at that just now, ball held up in the outfield. You know, I spoke about winning the toss and batting second because these were the concerns that I have with this pitch.
Based on what we've seen from the wicket so far, not been bothered at all by no stretch of imagination as the 6 comes to an end, 22 for 2.
Yes, fall of wickets for the Trinidad and Tobago. They lose their first 22 for 2 at the moment, 6 overs gone. Projected score 184 at the moment. The impressive Livingston will continue in the attack for Jamaica.
In fact, TNT lost their first when 2 runs was on the board, and the
Yes.
second at 16. And this man with ball, Ryan Livingston, account for both wicket to fall.
And a very impressive bowler for Jamaica.
He has been very impressive as well for Manchester High School in recent time in Headley Cup cricket.
Here he is.
Not the best delivery this time around, wide. And in fact, there could be 5 of them, 5 wides acknowledged by the umpire Colin Bratton, the man from St. Mary, as the total goes up to 27 now for 2.
Yeah, Raheem Livingston will come back from that. As we said before, the 2 fast bowlers, opening bowler for Jamaica, they bowl mixed overs. And so in this over, we will see a wicket delivery, I believe. In every overs that he bowl, he threatened the batters, he asks them to play, and every fast bowler, that's their strength.
Oh, another good delivery, right a shout. And umpire Collington Brand and move. Well, that was a fabulous delivery this time from Raheem Livingston.
Overs so far for him, 3.1, no maidens, that ball 16, ongo 12 runs, 2 wicket, economy rate of 3.79 runs per over.
Excellent.
Wonderful bowler.
Excellent call as well. Umpire Brian clearly going down the leg side. The umpiring this bilateral series so far has been very, very impressive. Oh, beautiful shot was straight to that backward point region. And clearly positive intent being shown here by Samir Boudou on this occasion.
Absolutely, and with a batter with the quality of Samir Boudou at the wicket, Jamaica will need to field properly. They will need to maintain a high standard in the field. And I think Livingston will feel very good there that his fielder was able to back him up at the moment.
And this one is worked towards the onside, as easy as I like, from Samir Boudou on this occasion. But if you look at the last game we saw at Melbourne Oval, I think Cahill Thomas was the player who batted at number 4. And he was very, very aggressive. This time around, it's a different approach.
Showing diversity in their batting, Trinidad, showing that each player can step up to the plate.
So this time around, Samir Boudou bats at number 4. He batted 6 the last game. So the difference now is the difference is the 2 batters, and both are left-handers.
Yes.
Both can adapt to conditions, and the fall
Wonderful.
of both wickets as that delivery is down the leg side, looking to help that ball over that fine leg region. We look at this Trinidad and Tobago Young Rising Star team, a lot of batting all the way to number 10. And they will look to pounce a big total. They won the toss and batting first, lost 2 early wickets. And they are 29 for 2, approaching over number 7.
Beautiful delivery there.
A lovely delivery to complete over number 7. It's 29 for 2.
Yes, Trinidad and Tobago 29 for 2. Davis still at the crease. 9 from 9 delivery. Samir Boudou with him 4 from 8 delivery. Raheem Livingston for Jamaica 2 for 14 from 4 so far. A wonderful bowler for Jamaica indeed, dictating the terms to the young Trinidadians here. He's back into the Thomas now coming back into the attack for Jamaica. 3 overs so far, 14 runs from him. Current run rate 44.14 runs per over. Projected score of 207.
The young Old Harbour High School, Ranjay Thomas. Oh, poor loose shot there. Absolutely loose coming in. And maybe his head was in the air even before the ball was delivered. His eyes lit up. Well, look at this delivery. Full delivery. Oh, it
Beautiful.
came back. It really
Beautiful.
came back. And that's why you see hands and head from Thomas.
Yes.
The young Jamaica under 15 rising star has managed to be very, very disciplined in this encounter so far.
Yeah, as you pointed out earlier, the ball not carrying through at that end that Thomas is bowling. It will test his skill as a bowler, really. As soon as he noticed that, he has to make the necessary adjustment. Allow the batter to play. Get him into playing.
I think the best option should be wicket to wicket on that end.
Yes.
And this one very, very wide. And umpire Brown make that decision. It's another run as the total goes up to 30 for 2. And the current run rate just over 4 runs and over so far. As I hear the manager of this young Jamaica under 15 team, Sheldon Cottrell, former Jamaica and West Indies player, sending some instructions out on the pitch as well.
Yeah, very good man to have in the dressing room.
Edge caught at gully. Look at the salute. Look at the celebration. Sanjay Thomas strikes. And Trinidad and Tobago, young under 15 rising star, in more trouble upon trouble here at Jamaica Boilers. They are 30 for 3.
Yes, Davis look unsettled at the crease. Look at Thomas running in, allowing the batter to play. Just like we thought just now, he has to bowl wicket to wicket. He have to let the batter play. He made the necessary adjustment and got the wicket just now. And kudos to him. Kudos to the fielders of Jamaica taking the catch, backing up their two opening fast bowlers. Trinidad at the moment are in a spot of bother at 30 for 3 after 7.3 overs.
And as we mentioned earlier in the commentary, the feeling has been remarkable in this tournament so far. We saw some magnificent catches and some awesome feeling, even though that was straight down the throat of the fielder.
Absolutely.
But jubilation for the young Jamaica under 15 rising star. 3 wickets inside 8 overs for under 35. Magnificent.
Oh yes, the captain of Trinidad and Tobago coming into the crease at the moment. He and Samir Badu in the first game had a wonderful partnership, and both of them will be looking to stitch together the recovery job for Trinidad and Tobago at the moment. They will need right now, they will need to milk the runs. Boundaries are not important at the moment. Getting singles, tiring out the Jamaican fielders very early will be the key for Trinidad to recover here at the moment. Jamaica continues to dictate the terms with their fast bowling.
Oh, lovely delivery. A loud appeal as well. And there we saw again another delivery, keeping low in this end.
Yes, and you're very correct. Wicket to wicket will be important. The bowler allowing the batter to play from this end will be crucial.
Well, look at this delivery. He had no clue. And
That one came back in.
Kasha Mangru as well, a player who goes to the presentational college in Trinidad and Tobago. As this one is whipped off the legs out to that long leg region, and he's off the mark
Yes.
with a run as the total goes up to 31 for 3 in over number 8.
Yeah, 31 for 3, Trinidad and Tobago. Samir Badu at the wicket continually for the young Trinidad and Tobago with him. There is hope for the recovery along with the captain. We have seen the captain Sunday spend time in the wicket for Trinidad and allow for them to recover, and he'll be looking to do the same here today.
Not a good delivery. This one came back with the arm, but Samir Budu is equal to the task. A dot to close out over number 8. There's a 31 for 3.
Absolutely, 31 for 3. Rajay Thomas picking up a wicket there in that over. 1 for 16 so far from his 4 overs. Jamaica continuing to dictate the terms to the young rising stars from Trinidad and Tobago. Lovely cricket on display here at JB's Cricket Ground. Projected score for Trinidad and Tobago 194. Raheem Livingston back in the attack for Jamaica.
I think this partnership is the most critical partnership for the young Trinidad and Tobago young rising star. Both experienced players, both quality players, and has a lot of ability. Samir Badu has shown in the first innings or in the first game that he's a player that can bat as long as possible. Shown that he's good at rotating the strike. And Mangru is a fantastic player as well.
Yes.
He loves to hit through that mid-off and mid-on area. And this one squeezed out to that mid-wicket region. And the total goes up to 32 now for 3.
I like the attitude of Kishaf and Samir. They believe in getting singles. It is what is needed for Trinidad at the moment. They need to milk the runs. They need to see out these 2 fast bowlers from Jamaica. They won't be on too long, so they need to get into the second change bowlers being at the wicket just the same. They need not to try anything new, not to manufacture any shots, but to look for the singles. That is what is important at the moment. Get through the first power play.
And exactly what he did. Played it very late under his eyes. This is good. And the difference with young Samir Budu, he's not afraid of get on the front foot. He's not afraid of getting on the back foot. And based on what we have seen for the last 2 games, he's a 360 player.
Absolutely. Very good player. Arguably at the moment the best player for the young rising stars from Trinidad.
Oh, gorgeous delivery this time from Raheem Livingston. Lovely delivery, shaped away from the left-handed Samir Badu on this occasion.
Livingston have got the best end on the ground to discharge his duties for Jamaica, and he's making use of that. Look at his smooth run-up. Just look at him. Nice rhythm, coming in at the crease. Look at his release. The batter have to play.
And he's been efficient all morning into his 5th, 2 for 15
so far.
But he haven't dropped the ball in the entire inning so far. He's looked to pick up wickets, and he has rewarded with 2 so far. But a player who works on his game. He has done well for his school team, Manchester High School, and he has done well for Jamaica under 15 as well.
Very much so.
And if my memory serves me right, I think this is his 2nd season as well.
At this level.
At this level. Good delivery. Dug out up to that mid-on area. And another single to Samir Budu on this occasion, as the total goes up to 33 for 3.
With Samir Badu and the captain at the crease, Trinidad will feel that they can recover from the early jitters this morning. 8.5 overs gone. Trinidad 33 for the loss of 3.
Oh, fantastic caught and ball. Raheem Livingston, your beauty. A slower delivery on the line of Midland leg stump, looking to play across the line, leading edge. And look at that for a catch from Raheem Livingston. 3 wickets for him, 4 down for the Trinidad and Tobago young rising star. It is 33 for 4.
Never say die attitude from Ryan Livingston, continuing to dictate the terms here for Trinidad and Tobago. Look at him, showing commitment, smooth run up, release the delivery, allowing the young Trinidadian captain to play at that, and then following through, not giving up, willing to put his body on the ground for his team. And that's a very good attitude to have.
Excellent commitment from the young fast bowler, and this is what it means to the young Jamaica under 15 team. You look at the celebration, it tells you that there's a team with a mission, and the mission is to win games, and this was a prime example. Excellent follow through in his stride and low down a one-hander. Magnificent to watch.
Enjoying his game, Livingston, indeed.
3 wickets, 16 runs, and 5 overs completed. Fabulous from the fast bowler.
Absolutely. Cale Thomas now at the wicket for Trinidad and Tobago.
Cale Thomas, he got some 20-odd runs in the opening game.
Yes.
And he's a player who loves to get bat and ball as well. And he's an all-round cricketer. And had some 4 wickets as well at Melbourne Oval.
Yes, looking at that beautiful catch again from Raheem Livingston, breaking the back now of Trinidad and Tobago. Jamaica continuing to dictate the terms early on here. We are seeing a bowling change at the moment. Turner coming into the attack for Jamaica. So the first bowling change for Jamaica at the moment. Current run rate is 3.67 runs for Trinidad and Tobago. Projected score 194. At the moment 33 for 4 after 9 overs. 1 over leave in the power play.
Talking about Turner, he's a very tall off spinner, and he tends to spin the ball, and a lot of, well, in fact, he's not Turner. Seem to be, is it Turner?
Yeah.
Medium fast. We're being corrected. And this one's punched to backward point. Turner, he's from Garvey Marcia High School in the parish of Clarendon as well.
Yes, it's lovely to see that Mr. O'Neill right down there at Garvey producing these players at the national level. He's a certified coach for Jamaica, and so his experience is showing worth here.
Oh, this one kept a bit low, maybe lazy on this occasion from Samir Boudou. Beaten outside the off stump.
We just want to see that run up back again, if you can. Look at this run up. It's the first I've seen that run up in cricket.
And there you go. But look how easy young Samir Boudou is behind these deliveries.
Yes.
Very easy in the eye.
It's the key for Trinidad and Tobago at this level. I think once Jamaica dismiss Samir Boudou, Trinidad will be plunging further trouble, and Jamaica will be well and truly on top.
Oh, back of length he goes this time around, and still you look at where the keeper collect below his knee. Carry. So not the best of carry. It may be high passing the batter, but kept low as it came towards the keeper.
When it passed the batter, it kind of died down, and that is quite understandable, seeing the venue have not been used for a while.
And in this Jamaica young under 15 rising star squad, we have seen 4 Garvey Marcia High School players in the squad. That tells you that something is in progress at Garvey Masaya High School in Clarendon.
O'Neill Wright, the boss down there, producing national cricketers for Jamaica. Mr. Wright, if you're listening, you should feel very proud of yourself.
He's right on the money to produce good players, useful players, as over number 10 comes to an end. 33 for 4.
Absolutely, 33 for 4. Trinidad and Tobago losing 4 wickets there. Davis 9, Mangro 6, Samir Badu at the moment 5, Raheem Livingston for Jamaica 5 overs for 16 runs, dictating the terms to Jamaica. 10 overs gone at the moment. Seems as if it's another bowling change for Jamaica again.
I think we missed that, Colin. It was a maiden over delivered by Turner.
Yes, yes.
So a maiden, and in fact should be the first maiden
Of the game.
Oh my word.
Oh yes.
Good start here for Turner. Good
Very,
start
very.
as well for the young Jamaica under 15 rising star. But disappointment in the approach thus far by the TNT team.
What the TNT team should look to do here, and from this standpoint to understand that there's a lot of overs remain in the game, and so it's the recovery job now that these two will be on. And the young man that is coming into the attack in his own right is a top class bowler for Jamaica, and so they will have to understand that from this point on, young Thomas that was at the crease Sunday. Yes, young Thomas that was at the crease Sunday will have to recognize that he's in a pivotal role for Trinidad again, and with the experience and the lovely Samir Badu, they both can recover this for Trinidad and Tobago. They have to believe.
That's the order of the day for Trinidad and Tobago, as Magishi and the off spinner is brought on, and a player from Kingston College as well.
Plays for the Boys Stone Cricket Club.
And his brother would have played as well for Boys Stone Cricket Club.
Yeah.
And his father is the manager. Coincident.
His father is a wonderful man.
Well, he starts with 3 dot deliveries. And in fact, he features last season in the Western Indies Regional Under 15 Championship. Had an half century with a bat in hand.
Good all-rounder.
And what we know about him, he's very, very consistent in hitting good areas. And he has produced 4 dot deliveries in his first so far.
No 4s from the bat for Trinidad, no 6 from the bat so far.
Cale Thomas, a very aggressive player, has been kept quiet as well. And a player who loves to get bat and ball. And so far in this contest, 5 dot deliveries faced by Cale Thomas. Oh, magnificent shot. A shot and a half for Cale Thomas. Over extra cover. Hitting the off spinner over extra cover. It tells you a youngster in the making for great heights.
Cale Thomas there for 5 deliveries, watching the ball, and he took advantage just now. Up on the scoreboard already, 6 from 6 deliveries. Davis 9 from 12, and Mangro 6 from 20.
Big shot from a big player. Had a look the first 5 deliveries.
Yes.
And the final delivery of over number 11, flighted delivery outside the off stump. Look at this for a shot, folks. Well, that wasn't the shot. Well, that was a shot of authority from young Cale Thomas over extra cover. And that closed out over number 11 with Trinidad and Tobago 39 for 4.
Badu on strike.
A delivery on the line of the leg stump from Turner on this occasion. And it goes down to that short fine leg region. And leg by spotted, as the total goes up to 40 for 4.
I think with the kind of awkward run up from Turner, he will cause more problem for the batters within their mind, and then it will speak in the delivery. It's the first I'm seeing a run up like this.
And I can agree based on how you elaborate on the first you ever see that in any
Any form
competitive
of
cricket.
cricket. And I've been following cricket since 1999.
Whoa. Well, good delivery.
No ball there, spotted. Wonderful to see this woman umpire on show here in youth cricket.
I tell you what, she's from the parish of Portland and now living in the Garden parish of St. Anne. This one goes over that mid-wicket region. A couple of bounces into the boundary for 4. And Cahill Thomas decided he's not going to muck around. And a second boundary, a maximum to go with a 4. Look at this, not where he intended to hit the ball in a portion of the bat, but the power of the man gets the ball over that mid-wicket region and a couple of bounces into the boundary for 4.
And the supporters and family members of Trinidad are feeling good to see Thomas. What is happening at the moment here in this game is that Thomas will attack and Samir Badu will deal in singles. Jamaica have to realize that. They have to bowl differently to Thomas. They have to contain him, and then once they contain him, the wicket will come.
What we see the last game at Melbourne Oval, he was destructive as well. Oh, this one goes down to that 5-leg region and just pulled back inside by Parker on this occasion. And they are back for a second run. But the intention is clear from Thomas.
There's no doubt about that. He's going to attack. He's going to attack, and so Jamaica must respond now to him. And once they get rid of him, you feel the hope of Trinidad is with Badu and Thomas at the moment.
This is excellent as well from Zachary Buchanan. He was standing at short third. He switched the field and now he's at mid-on, issuing some advice to his bowler. This is good.
Yes.
And this time a delivery outside the off stump. But it's clear, Samir Budu will be watchful while Cahill Thomas will be aggressive. He's an aggressive player by nature.
And in every team you need people like this. You need the glue and you need the player that will attack. The glue is what keeps the players together. And then you have the player that attacks. You cannot have two conservative players in our team. So Samir Badu is the one that will look to anchor the innings, the young rising stars from Trinidad. Thomas is the one that will attack.
This is sensible cricket as well. Good cricket. I realized that the fielder at backward point was deep. This time Samir Budu just played it with soft hands. Easy run. And by the way, 12 comes to an end. It is 47 for 4.
Absolutely, 47 for 4. Trinidad and Tobago losing their third wicket at 30, and the fourth wicket went down at 33. Extras 12 from Jamaica so far.
Not much when it comes down to partnership in this inning so far from the visiting Trinidad and Tobago young under 15 rising star. But we have seen two promising youngsters in the middle. Both players look in immaculate form so far.
Absolutely, the best dressed chicken, and we are at the JB's cricket ground, the Jamaica Boilers cricket ground. They are the owner of the best dressed chicken. Marlon, you enjoy the best dressed chicken?
Yes, I do. I had a crack at it. I think it was Tuesday or it was Thursday. We had a crack at it.
It was Tuesday.
Oh,
It's good to see that JB Jamaica Boilers, the best just chicken sponsoring cricket again here in Jamaica.
And Magishi continues. And where Samir Badu scored majority of his runs the last game was square leg and that backward point region. He tends to play with very, very soft hands. And under his eyes, quick single. A good commitment been shown as well by Kyle Thomas on this occasion. And another run to Samir Budu. Another run to TNT as the total goes up to 48 for 4 in over number 13. And Kyle Thomas would have went to Presentational College in Santiago in Trinidad and Tobago.
Yes.
And what you realize as well from Kyle Thomas, he's not afraid of getting on the front foot. Such a promising player, such a confident player as well. And he
Jamaica must be ready for him here.
This time around, he's in no man's land. Caught him and then had to go back, but he got the bat down in time. This is excellent as well from young Magishi on this occasion. Has been very economical throughout the 2 games he has played so far.
Absolutely.
And this is what we expect to see from a player with some amount of experience, would have played at a senior level.
Yeah.
When it comes on to senior cricket in Jamaica, the highest level of cricket in senior cup cricket in Jamaica. And we expect him to be performing as a reasonably good season last season, as over number 13 comes to an end. It is 48 for 4.
Samir Badu still there. Kyle Thomas, 11 from 14 delivery. Davis got 9 from 12 deliveries. Turner, 2 overs from him, 7 runs he has given up so far. Seeing the farm there of JB's cricket, of JB Jamaica, the best just chicken farm. This is where they pluck the chicken, as you can see there. And good to see them returning to Jamaica's cricket and sponsoring. They are a big part of this thing going on here in this local community.
Credit must be given to Jamaica Boilers. Oh, credit must be given to Turner on this occasion.
Absolutely.
Beautiful delivery. And beating Samir Budu outside the off stump. And I guess what my producer will give us a shot on this replay. It was a gorgeous delivery on my second pitch. And look at this. Look at the run-up as well. Not common in everyday cricket, but look at that delivery. Excellent to watch.
I love that run-up.
I could clearly see that he loved that run-up. You mentioned it over and over. You have never seen that on a cricket field before.
Never before.
But he's live and living colours here at Jamaica Boilers in the
Yes.
beautiful parish of St. Catherine.
I like the way Turner bowl. He more than often he allowed the batters to play. It's important for the bowlers to allow the batters to play. If they don't play, then you won't get the wicket. Or if you don't want him to play, you have to bowl wicket to wicket.
And if you're just joining us, this is the CWI Rising Star Under 15 bilateral series for 2026. And this is the 3rd game of the first. Trinidad and Tobago won by 2 wickets. The second was rained out, abandoned without a ball being bowled. And we are back here at Jamaica Boilers for the 3rd game. As this delivery is. No signal coming in as well from umpire Brown.
Like he touched something when it
Maybe
went through.
tripped the pad on the way through.
Yeah.
So Trinidad and Tobago won the toss, and this is the 3rd game, and they have decided to bat first, and they have lost 4.
Partnership between them is 15 so far from 30 deliveries.
And in fact, that's the highest partnership of the inning so far as well.
Yes.
As over number 14 comes to an end.
As you can see on your score sheet there, the match summary so far, Kyle Thomas 11 from 14 deliveries, and Davis 9 from 12. Samir Badu 7 from 30. He's the one that is anchoring the innings for the young rising stars from Trinidad and Tobago.
And a second maiden as well for young Turner. This has been
Absolutely.
outstanding from the young man. As the total kept on 48 for 4, approaching over number 15. Lofted 0-2. That wideish long off area only for a run. And the ball is stopped in the grass, lush green grass here at Jamaica Boilers.
Oh yes. Thomas will not sit back. He will look to attack. Once he's on strike, he will attack. Samir Badu.
Brilliant. This is good. This is really good from young Samir Badu. He's not a power player. He's a touch player. And what you see on show was brilliantly done. Just came inside the line, took the ball towards the onside, and chatters through for an easy run. And with that run, the 50 comes up.
For Trinidad. 14.2 overs, 50 for 4. Trinidad and Tobago, young rising stars.
2 fielders out for young Kyle Thomas. And this one is driven out too long off. He gets another run. And quite easily and comfortably on the front foot is Thomas, as the total goes up to 51 for 4.
That's what both of them need to do at this stage. Milk the Jamaican bowlers. You're in the middle overs. Milk them, get as much as you can get, and take it very deep.
And delivery on the line of the leg stump. But it's clearly the intention is to bat as deep as possible for both players in the middle. Kyle Thomas, we know, is an aggressive player, no doubt about his ability to hit the ball out of the park. But at the other hand, Samir Badu is an accumulator, loves to rotate the strike, and that could be a plus. It could be very effective for TNT.
It will be.
And there you go again. Such time to get on the front foot, very easy in the eye. And I think young Jamaica under 15 team needs to break this partnership.
Yes.
It can be critical for TNT. Driven a misfield there. Seems to be Livingston on this occasion. Easy run as over number 15 comes to an end. It is 53 for 4.
Absolutely. Samir Badu, 8 from 32 deliveries. Kyle Thomas not out, 14 from 18 deliveries there. 1-4 and 1-6 from him with a strike rate of 77.
Well, what is good throughout the entire morning so far, my good friend, is that beautiful sunshine.
Beautiful sunshine indeed. Seen some of the Jamaican players sitting there and also some supporters. How important it is for these supporters to come out and support this young rising star team from Jamaica.
This one hit aerial by Kyle Thomas on this occasion, out of the reach, and goes down to that mid-on area, and he chatters through for another run. It's very important at home, and yes, your family coming out and support. It must be feel heart pleasing.
Absolutely. Turner here, 2 maidens from him, 3.1 overs, that ball 15, Uncle 8 runs off is over.
He looks the part. Turner with Samir Badu and Kyle Thomas, both players understanding the role at hand, realize that TNT would have lost 4 early wickets, looking to consolidate at the moment. This is good. This is really good. This is cricket at its optimum best here at Jamaica Boilers. Another run and takes the total up to 55 now for 4.
That's what is needed from these two batters. No expansive shot at the moment. If you get the ball that is to be hit for 4 or 6, which is the bad ball, you do that. But respect the good deliveries, and if you can get a single, you take it.
Oh, looking for power and looking to hit the ball over that extra cover region. We have seen his first scoring shot was an extra cover drive over extra cover for 6.
Yes.
Well, look at this delivery. Maybe they're trying to hit the ball too hard. It was there, but kept a bit low. Slower delivery. Fantastic from Turner.
Absolutely.
Well, this one goes high. It could be another. Gone. Turner strikes. Kyle Thomas has to go. A brace comes to an end. But jubilation for the young Jamaica under-15 rising star on the brink of drinks. They picked up another wicket.
Absolutely, and I think drinks will be taken here. Kyle Thomas love to go off the ball, love to feel the ball on the bat, and look at him go in for that shot. It was nowhere to be hit. He went after it just the same, and he gave away his wicket there and put Trinidad and Tobago in further trouble. His partnership was 22 with Samir Badu. That shot was never needed from the young man. And Trinidad and Tobago, after 15.5 overs, are 55 for 5.
And let's take a drink, and we'll be right back. Very impressive young player, and he knows how to occupy the crease. We have seen that in the opening game, and no difference in this, the third game. And he's 11 from 43 deliveries, and Richards just a run from 3 deliveries. And a wide delivery this time from Turner, maybe losing his radar at the moment.
Yeah, wide there.
And he has some 2 maidens in his spell so far, Turner. Short delivery sat up. This one is pulled down to that long leg region. Only for a run. That's over 18. Comes to an end. It is 60 for 5.
Fall off wicket there. The final wicket that fell went down at when the score was 55. 18 overs gone, the total 60 for 5. The young rising stars from Trinidad and Tobago currently at a run rate of 3.33 runs per over. They're like Shivnara and Chanda Paul for the future for Trinidad and Tobago, and certainly for West Indies, and also anywhere that he go. I think his discipline and attitude to batting will serve him well in the future. His mother and father should be proud of him.
Is on and off has been brilliant. You look at him in the warm-up session, you look at him on the field of play, it tells you he's a disciplined player, and aspiring to go to the top, as you mentioned.
Absolutely.
Punch area this time by Cristiano Bahari, and just dropping short of the cover fielder. Luck favors the Brave on this occasion.
Yeah, Bahari now have to realize, Ian Richards, that this is a critical moment in the game for Trinidad and Tobago. They need to accumulate runs.
Area this time gone. A second time he has gone to that cover reach on the first drop shot.
Marley Richards not out on 2 from 5 deliveries there. His strike rate is low, and his partner is with him. Extras 15 from Jamaica so far after 21 overs. Current run rate for Trinidad and Tobago is 3 runs. Projected score is 150. I think if they reach 150 here, it would be a decent enough recovery. But young captain Zachariah Buchanan is bringing back in Raheem Livingston, arguably the best bowler for Jamaica at this level, at this age group, back in the attack because they smell blood and they're going for the attack right now, as we are seeing some supporters looking on from outside the fencing, loving the wonderful cricket that is on display. It proved that cricket deserves to be in these parts of the island.
You're absolutely correct, and it's time for young Magishi into his 6, 1 for 13, economical as always.
Very, very much so. His father should be proud of him. I know he's watching on. I know anywhere he is right now watching on, he should be a very proud and happy man.
He also related to the universe boss as well, Christopher Henry Gale.
Absolutely.
Richards, 2 from 6. And this one is swept across the line. And Livingston giving chase and pull back. And they are back for a second as the total goes up to 65 now for 8.
Not a tidy pickup here. Jamaica have to realize that they are the ones that dictating the terms here. They cannot allow for Trinidad to get easy singles. They have to be on their cue, attack the stump continually. The fielders have to maintain the good standard in the field because these runs that are on the board is runs.
Runs on the board. There's runs on the board. And we saw that in the opening game at Melbourne Oval, when young Jamaica under 15 team tried to defend a meager total. Let's flash back to Headley Cup cricket. St. Elizabeth Technical has been dominant. Gotten first innings from Manchester High School in the Headley Cup finals with Tariq Bryan, West Indies under 19 youth player, who was unbeaten on 92 entering the final day and a lead of some 64 runs.
That will be one to be watched. There are 2 quality schools from up there. Both parishes are closely knit together, and at the moment here, match summary: Trinidad and Tobago under 15, 65 for 8. Raheem Livingston for Jamaica, 4 for 17 from 6 overs. The destroyer right now for Jamaica, and he'll be back in the attack. Jamaica and Zachariah Buchanan, their captain, is going for the kill at the moment. They need 2 wickets to restrict the young rising stars from Trinidad and Tobago. Let's see if the young rising stars from Trinidad and Tobago have any answer from the assassin for Jamaica.
Oh, beautifully caressed through the cover for 4. A lovely shot. Full toss outside the off stump. And the batter said thank you very much. His first boundary as the total goes up to 69 for 8.
As we see in the first game, They're not a team that will sit back, and he got a bad delivery there and he put it away for four. From the moment it leave the bat, you know it was always going to be four.
Carraro with that shot through cover. This one kept a bit low on this occasion. But our player, Raheem Livingston, looking a 5-wicket haul. And that should be what is in his mind at the moment, in front of his teammates here at Jamaica. And what a beautiful country this has been, Jamaica.
Absolutely, and a beautiful venue, the Jamaica Boilers Cricket Ground. They are the proud sponsors of the cricket going on here right at this moment.
Oh, good delivery. A quick single chance! And I tell you what, Wallingston, the wicketkeeper, missed. Had he hit, it would be a gunner for Marley Richards. And he survives. And a bye added to the total should be 70 for 8.
Like we have seen here, look at this missed opportunity. He delayed there.
Oh, way off target. I tell you what, he didn't do technical drawing at school. It was
Absolutely.
way from the target.
And I think the little delay that he delayed would have caused the jitters as well. Was never sure.
And another delivery tucked up. Marley Richards on this occasion.
Zachariah Buchanan need to talk to Livingston, tell him that what he was doing before, he should maintain that. This is why we stress and we talk about mind power, teaching our players to understand and to keep their momentum, keep a delivery. If you bowl a delivery and it's working for you, there's no need to change it. Keep your mind steady. Keep your bowling steady. Keep your discipline steady. There's no reason to try anything new. Whatever you do and it's working for you, continue it.
This one is arrested. A misfield there by Zachary Buchanan and allows an easy second. As the 23rd comes to an end, it is 72 for 8.
72 for 8 indeed. Richards, match summary so far, 72 for 8. Kyle Thomas stopped scoring for Trinidad so far. But Turner, 2 for 14 from 6 overs. Marlon, the one that he and Raheem Livingston both together would have caused a major batting collapse from the young rising stars from Trinidad and Tobago.
Certainly correct. Discipline areas, discipline line length, and of course rewards for them. 6 wickets between both, and would have did just for the young Jamaica rising star. But at the moment, 72 for 8. I think Jamaica would want to restrict them under that 3-figure mark. 15 years since any competitive cricket has been played here. Not much cricket been played here. So Jamaica wouldn't want this game to get anywhere close to over 100 runs. We saw in the opening game where both teams struggled to get over 100 runs. And current run rate 3.13 at the moment. And Magishi into his 7th. Nothing from Magishi. He has been outstanding as well. Into his 7th, 1 for 15.
Absolutely.
Those are spectacular figures from the Kingston College player. Not the best delivery on this occasion. Down the leg side. An easy decision for umpire Carlin Brown, and the female from Portland Parish, and then resigns to the Garden Parish of St. Anne.
She comes from a beautiful place and she gone to a beautiful parish to live.
Of course, no doubt about the Garden Parish is one of the most beautiful parish on planet Earth.
Are you from there,
Oh,
Marlon?
my word, I'm from the Garden Parish. And some quality players came from that parish as well in terms of playing cricket for West Indies and Jamaica.
Yes.
at a youthful level and test level.
Seen supporters here looking on to the cricket.
Loud appeal this time, but clearly that ball handling down the leg side.
Yes.
And easy for Miss Brown in the middle. That's Collington Brown.
Oh, yes. Wonderful lady. Glad to see the woman umpire on display here.
Now you look at this inning so far. My second, only 2 fours and a maximum in this inning so far.
Yes, and that maximum came from Thomas, arguably the attacking player for the young rising star.
And disappointment for TNT. He was looking real good up to 15 and then played a poor shot. And by the way, 24 comes to an end. It is 73 for 8.
The last wicket fell at 62, and so the partnership between these two so far were 12 runs. It's a good partnership in the context of the game, and they will want to continue that.
Well, not much partnership in this innings so far. It's all about, and if you're a person who loves cash pot in Jamaica, then this partnership could really give you some numbers to buy in cash pot.
Livingston going to be into his 8th over. He has to bowl a more disciplined over this time around than he bowled in the last over. It's an important spell for him.
Inner portion of the bat, and it goes down to that fine leg region, and Richards gets another run.
I just want our youngsters that are watching to look on these youngsters on display. They're 15 and under. Look the way they are playing. They're fighting for their country. You should inspire to be like Livingston. Inspire to be like these players.
The quick single this time around.
Every run.
Every run from here on count for TNT.
Very much so. So like I was saying before, you should look on all these players that are on display on your screen and inspire to reach at this level. Train hard, practice hard, listen to your coaches. Each time you go to training, each time you pick up the bat or the ball, you do it with purpose, do it to get better.
Very, very important point. But practice becomes perfect.
Well, Marlon Pinnock, I don't usually disagree with you with anything, but I must disagree with you because coming from the school I come from, which is Mind Power, practice become permanent.
Oh my word, you're absolutely correct. As it's 75 for 8 here at Jamaica Boilers. And another good delivery, looking a 5-wicket haul, is Raheem Livingston into his 8th. 4 for 27. What a remarkable spell of fast bowling.
Absolutely remarkable.
And you look at the field placement, there's a fine leg, there's a backward point, there's a short third, and there's also cover.
Turner shadow batting just now.
And maybe trying too hard on this occasion. It's a wide signal by umpire Brian on this occasion has a total 76 for 8, and the partnership 14 from 27 deliveries. Richards on 7, Kat Waro on 4 from 15 deliveries. And you look at that last delivery, Marley Richards playing away from his body, not good by no stretch of imagination, and with Livingston getting the ball to shape back in, it could cause a problem playing away from his body.
Yes, he needs to play closer to his body where he can cover the line of the off stump.
But this time around, a better shot.
Yes.
Closer than before.
Moving his foot.
To close out the 25th. It is 76 for 8.
76 for 8. Kyle Thomas at the top there. 15 from 21 deliveries. Raheem Livingston for Jamaica. 8 overs, 4 for 25. One of the best figures for him during his young career so far. Bowl with discipline. Looking at the nice raven flying in the air there. Marlon, we had beautiful sunshine at this venue today, a marked contrast to Tuesday when we were last year.
Clearly different climate when we came here last Tuesday. In fact, the entire outfield was wet. When we came here this morning, it was beautiful sunshine, and it haven't stopped since.
Beautiful.
And it's shining like, oh, Jamaica under 15 rising star shining at the moment. Smart glove work this time by Wollaston behind the stump. The Jamaica under 15 rising star, Dr. Start, the 26th.
Very good take there from the wicket keeper. Important that ball at this stage.
Nothing for nothing from Magishi so far. Just going at just over 2 runs and over so far. Very, very economical.
Yes, indeed. Here he is.
And a quick single, maybe a chance. And the delivery, before we were giving Wollaston a lot of praise, but this time around, not the best of glove work. And an extra run added to the total. Look at this.
That was a poor take, lazy on the eye. Still have a slip in place. What Jamaica have to realize here, Marlon, is that they have gotten 8 wickets. They must now look to get 2 other wickets with limited amount of runs. Because what is important here is that they don't know the true nature of the pitch. Cricket have not been played here for the last 15 years. It has not been played here for the last 15 years. So you don't want to give yourself too much runs to get. They have done the hard work early up. They now cannot relax. The fielders must be on their mark and must ready to take every chance that is given.
As this one is whipped over square leg. That should be the third 4 of the innings to go with a maximum. Poor delivery this time from Magishi, straight on the line of the leg stump. And easy pickings from Marley Richard. His first boundary, as the total goes up to 81 for 8. And that completes the 26.
Beautiful shot there. That ball was there to be hit, and he went after it, and he got a 4 for his team. Important runs at this stage for the young rising stars from Trinidad and Tobago. We're covering the 5-match bilateral series between Trinidad and Tobago and Jamaica Rising Star. We're here for the 3rd game at the Jamaica Boilers Cricket Ground. We're located in Spring Village, just outside of Gutters here in St. Catherine, Jamaica, and we're seeing on display here committed young players from both countries. Thomas is back into the attack for Jamaica. Raheem replacing Raheem Livingston in the attack. Young Zachariah Buchanan of Jamaica, their captain, is now going on the attack.
So far, Ranji Thomas going at exactly 4 runs and over. 4 overs, 1 for 16 so far. And he started from the opposite end. And now he's back. And has...
Look at the shot of this venue, very beautiful.
And he starts his second spell with a wide delivery outside the off stump. And an extra run added to the total, made at 82 now for 8.
Trinidad and Tobago under 15 won the toss and up to bat first in glorious sunshine.
And you look at the last time Jamaica under 15 would have won this under 15 tournament was back in 2012. Oh, gorgeous delivery this time, beaten outside the half stump. And the last time Jamaica won this tournament was some 14 years ago under the coach of Terence Clark and manager Richard Walters. That was some years ago.
Long years ago for Jamaica. They will want to give a good account of themselves. Only 2 wickets to get here to continue to dictate the terms.
And another good delivery from Ranjay Thomas. And the last time TNT won this tournament was back in 2023.
Not long ago.
Well, in fact, 3 years ago.
Yeah.
But for the last 8 to 9 years, it's all been Trinidad, Barbados, and Leeward Islands, and of course, Windward Islands.
Absolutely. Thomas looking to change that for Jamaica.
Oh, this one is caressed beautifully out to backward point. And they are back for a second. Good commitment on this occasion for TNT. And these are precious runs.
Absolutely precious runs. These two at the crease, building a partnership together. I think if they remain at the crease, remain disciplined, milk the bowlers, Jamaica throwing the dice now at Trinidad and Tobago, and they're weathering the storm. These two so far so good.
And there's not looking to play any expansive strokes. They are playing each ball on its merit, and that was locked early on in the innings of TNT, but a different approach by these two batters in the middle.
Jamaica Hongo took 8 wickets in the first game, and those two batters made sure they never got bowled out, and these two are proving very stubborn right now. What
Another delivery outside the off stump, and not threatening. But the approach from these two batters have been different, absolutely different. The ability to rotate the strike, the ability to get boundaries, not much boundaries as we mentioned, 3 fours and a maximum.
partnership 22 from 40 deliveries between the two.
Another one squeeze out to backward point. Another important run it is as the 27 comes to an end. And 3 came from it. It's 85 for 8.
After 27 over, Marley Richards there for Trinidad and Tobago. Since he came in, he just got 1 boundary, but he and Kataru are blending together, and they're helping see the supporters here, a steady influx of supporters here at the Jamaica Boilers cricket ground here in Spring Gardens in St. Catherine. Lovely to see supporters coming out and supporting the cricket, and we're seeing the best dressed chicken on display. Jamaica Boilers is the proud owners of the Best Dressed Chicken brand, and they are the proud sponsors of this current game that is now on, and it's a good relationship to have for the Jamaica Cricket Board, Marlon Pinner.
Well, it's been some 65 years since Jamaica Boilers has been found. It was found in 1958. Wow.
Absolutely.
And still doing a stupendous job.
Yeah, and we wish for other business. We wish for other business to support cricket as Jamaica Boilers are doing here. Look at the beautiful venue. They have put in a lot of work to bring us here, and it's just amazing. It's just amazing that such a wonderful company that is in existence for so long is staying with cricket, is sticking with cricket, especially at the young age. They believe in grassroots cricket, they believe in the JCA, and I'm happy for them.
And if you're close by in Old Harbour, in St. Catherine area, it's on the western side of Old Harbour town in Old Harbour. Come on out and support the young under 15 bilateral series for 2026.
Absolutely, Jamaica needs your support.
And white spotted this time. Umpire Brown poor from Magisha on this occasion as the total goes up to 86 for 8.
Not giving up the young rising stars from Trinidad and Tobago. They're continuing, they're staying in the fight. 3 4s from them and 1 6 so far. Dealing in singles.
Bones is hard to come by in this bilateral series by both teams. And in fact, in the first game, there was not much bounces either by both teams.
Absolutely.
Oh, wrapped in a loud appeal, slowly but surely. Umpire Carlin Browns raised the dreaded finger. And Magishi gets a second. TNT lost wicket number 9. A partnership of 24 from 46. Deliveries broken. It is now 86 for 9.
Yeah, just as we're praising the partnership, Trinidad losing a wicket. It's a partnership of 24 runs from 46 deliveries there. But Marlon, it's going to be a very important 24 runs. Even though he gets out, he should feel as if he has played his role there because he's generally a bowler, as we are seeing the wicket here. Look at it. Delivery that kept low again, and gotten the wicket. Was slow to give that umpire Brown, but nevertheless she had made the right decision there. Trinidad and Tobago 86 for the last of 9 after 27.5 overs. Jamaica well and truly on top here at the JB's cricket ground.
And the new batter is Giovanni McKnight, a left arm swing bowler, not known for his batting, but runs are needed by the TNT team.
Yeah, Giovanni McKnight, best bowling figures in the best motors under 15 development interzone tournament. 5 wicket for 14 runs in 10 overs, including 2 maidens.
And he's also from Rio Clara West Secondary School in Southeast Trinidad and Tobago.
Absolutely.
And his family is here as well in Jamaica,
So
missing work to support this man, McKnight.
they believe in him, as you're seeing a little hell up in play here. You know,
It seemed to be
yeah,
the wicketkeeper Walliston who's getting some medical attention, and he's making his way off the pitch as well. Such an efficient player, and he's from this St. Mary Parish, and he goes to Taki High School as well.
yes, I hope whatever is there, I hope it's just a cramp and it's not too serious, um, as he's there going on the sideline to get some treatment from the physio at the moment. And replacement wicket keeper will come in. Just 1 wicket to get though for Jamaica. Young Magishi there, 8.5 overs, just giving away 21 runs and getting 2 wickets. Bowler discipline over so far, and just 1 delivery leaving the over for him, and he'll be looking really now to wrap up this innings for Trinidad and Tobago, as we're seeing the young wicketkeeper replacement going on the field now for Jamaica. Unfortunately, that the young man picked up an injury. We hope and pray that it's not too serious, Marlon Pinnock.
I hope he's not. What the replacement keeper is Daniel Davison, another Kingston College player. But 4 Kingston College player in this Jamaica under 15 Rising Star team as well. And 4 Garvey Marcia as well.
Absolutely dominating. Kingston College cricket team has been coached by our good friend Mr. Shane Brooks. He's a quality coach. He's a wonderful coach. And no doubt he's producing wonderful players for Jamaica at the national level.
And in fact, if my memory serves me right, I think Robert Summers is also a coach there as well.
Wow.
Good delivery, loud appeal, give on. Quick, flat and fast from Magishi. A 3rd wicket for the Kingston College player. TNT winning the toss, batting first. Have been bowled out in 28 overs for 86. And the pick of the bowlers, Manchester High School fast bowler Rhyme Livingston 4 for 25. Magishi 3 for 21. And Turner with 2 wickets as well. Sums up this overall performance from J.A.
Well, when we look here at the young Trinidad and Tobago under 15 team, they will not be pleased by this performance. They have won the toss and elected to bat first. Were all out for 86 in 28 overs. It's a good bowling performance by Jamaica, but the batting for Trinidad and Tobago, they will not feel happy. As we were saying before, that at the toss, the decision to bat first on an unknown pitch that has not been used for the last 15 years, it is something that baffles me, but it's a decision that Trinidad and Tobago made, and in the end they have got 86 runs on the board. Let's see if Jamaica can go and give a good account of themselves. Looking right now at the wicket is the legend himself, Robert Samuels, and he will be taking some tips from the wicket and will be coming back into the dressing room to talk to his batters, hoping that they can get 87 to win.
This was the final wicket. Quick delivery, full on the toe, easy decision. That's as plumb as you got. And maybe some discussion about hitting bat. And Matt Knight wasn't happy with the decision. Maybe he got some bath on it.
Yeah, we're seeing Best Just Chicken on display here. They're the reason why we are here at the JB's Cricket Ground. They are proud sponsors of this game that is here. They are proud partners with the Jamaica Cricket Association. The Best Just Chicken, wonderful chicken indeed to be eaten by all Jamaicans and all people around the Caribbean. Looking now at this decision from the umpire, Matt Knight, saying that he got a touch on that delivery, but umpire Brown feel very differently in the end, and she raised her finger to give the batter out. Trinidad and Tobago, after 28 overs, are all out for 86 here at the Jamaica Boilers Cricket Ground.
So welcome back to the Jamaica Boilers for the reply of the Jamaica Under 15 Rising Star innings. And of course, only 87 runs for victory from 50 overs. I think this game sums up beautifully for Jamaica.
Absolutely. It is now for these two openers at the crease to apply themselves at the crease. They know what is needed. The runs are on the board. They have 50 overs to get these runs in. They have to believe that they can bring Jamaica home. They're at the crease. Don't leave it for anybody else. They need to go on and win this game for Jamaica. Jaden Shaw taking first strike, and you have Jeremiah Johnson to keep him company.
Jaden Shaw, a player from St. Elizabeth Technical High School, while Jeremiah Johnson is from Garvey Massey High School in Clarendon.
Oh yes, Clarendon.
87 runs, 300 legal deliveries, 10 wickets in hand.
Yes, and they need to do it at 1.74 runs per over. So, and in the game that Jamaica played, the opening game Sunday, they were averaging around 2.5 runs per over. So, looking from that game to this game, it should be easy for these Jamaican boys to get the better of the rising stars from Trinidad and Tobago. It's important for Jamaica.
And a good start here from the left arm swing bowler, Giovanni McKnight. And a good left arm swing bowler. Not much left arm swing bowler in the region either. Left arm swing bowler who's now the manager of this Jamaica under 15 team, Sheldon Cottrell. He was fantastic in his time playing for Jamaica.
Absolutely.
And brilliant delivery. That's what the doctor ordered for TNT. And Giovanni McKnight produced a magnificent delivery. Shaw has to go. A 2-ball duck. It's now none for one TNT.
Giovanni McKnight living up to his reputation here. He's known as a wicket taker. Jaden Shaw had no answer to that delivery. We'll be seeing the replay shortly. It's a good start for Trinidad. It's a start that is needed. Not enough runs on the board, so they need to dictate the terms. Look on McKnight. Unplayable delivery indeed. No answer to that from Jaden Shaw. He was caught sleeping at the wicket.
He was late to react. But the man who reacted first was Giovanni McKnight. Gorgeous delivery. And a wicket with his second delivery of the reply. And this sees Edwards, new batter, to the wicket.
Giovanni McKnight, best bowling figures in the best motors under 15 development interzone tournament. 5 wickets for 14 runs in 10 overs, including 2 maidens. A very, very good wicket-taking bowler indeed, Marlon Pino.
Absolutely fantastic. Look at this delivery again. You mentioned unplayable. Big delivery, big occasion. And Giovanni McKnight rise to the occasion. And look at what it means to him. Come on, boys.
Jaden Shaw unsure.
McKnight. And another Garvey Maceo High School cricketer is in the middle to join his friend. Johnson and Edwards both would have great understanding of each other. Would have played Headley Cup cricket together as well. And another good delivery. This is what you get from McKnight. He's always in the game. He's always pumped. He's always enthused. And a perfect start from a perfect left arm swing bowler.
No time to waste from the young rising stars from Trinidad and Tobago. They needed to get out in the first over, and that's what they've done.
And what we have seen all morning from this end, balls keeping low. That was a prime example all the way through the legs of the wicketkeeper as well. Tying on the way through.
Absolutely. Jamaica off the mark with one run there. It's not from the bat, but it's important for them to get off the mark. They are 1 for 1 after zero point 0.4 overs, replying to 86 all out from the young rising stars from Trinidad and Tobago. Giovanni McKnight on the attack for Trinidad and Tobago. It is their best bowler. They have to bring their A game, and certainly McKnight have get them out in front here in this reply for Trinidad.
And Johnson facing his first delivery. Not bothered outside the arm stump. So clearly, he's good at getting the balls away from right-handers, but he's even better suited when he gets the ball to shape back into right-handers.
Yes, angling it back into the right-handers. For every bowler, when you allow the batters to play, that's key.
A good delivery this time, tucked up. Johnson on this occasion gets it out to that squirrel over. A fantastic and productive over comes to an end. A run, a wicket, it's 1 for 1.
Absolutely. On the front foot, dictating the terms already. Trinidad and Tobago, it's a pitch that has not been used for 15 years. It is onshore, and look at this unplayable delivery from Giovanni McKnight to Jaden Shaw. Had no answer to that delivery just now.
I think he was beaten for pace as well, and not much bounce out of the surface. Caught him on the crease. But 1 for 1. Only a run came from the first, a wicket, and it's all ones at the moment on the screen. 86 runs required, and look at the deliveries remaining, 200 plus 94. Wow.
They have all the time in the world, Jamaica. Edwards have to realize this now.
One thing for sure, it's beautiful sunshine, lovely breeze blowing as well.
Absolutely.
This was a bowler, Kyle Thomas, who had a magnificent spell the last outing at Melbourne Oval. Some 4 wickets in the opening game.
Yes. Kyle Thomas in that game, 4 for 14.
He was brilliant. His movement of the ball was fantastic in that first game. And he also has a magnificent slow delivery.
Absolutely.
Oh, lovely pace, lovely carry as well.
Ball carries from this end. Carries very good from this end. The end that the umpire is standing is the end of concern. The ball keeping low at that end. The sooner the Jamaican batters understand this, they will be able to negotiate.
I think that's the same end Livingston create that miraculous spell of bowling when he picked up 4 wickets as well. A wrap to the pot, a loud appeal. And on move is umpire Brian on this occasion. And my producer will give us a shot of this replay. It was a good delivery, had pace from Thomas. And this is what you get from Kyle Thomas. He's always enthused, he's always ready. Lovely rhythm, lovely seam position. And a good start here for TNT.
Making use of the end that he's bowling.
And another appeal, this one clearly heading down the leg side. So already TNT causing some bothers early in the young Jamaica under 15 innings. This was a shout. Well, this was a delivery that kicked. That was the first delivery. As we mentioned, this end is playing real through at the moment. We saw Livingston, and now we saw Thomas as TNT. Another delivery on the line of the leg stump.
Causing early jitters at the moment, Thomas. continuing his fabulous bowling performance from the first game at the Melbourne Cricket Oval. 5 deliveries so far from him without a run being given. Bowling with discipline, bowling with purpose, like he did in the first game, Marlon Pinnock.
Different area through that mid-on area, and a decent work coming in. So the first run off the bat, as the total goes up to 2 for 1, and that completes over number 2. And I think this is where the young Jamaica under 15 should look to level back the series.
Yes.
With TNT leading the series 1-0.
No better chance will come like they have in this game, but nevertheless the pitch will be a determining factor in the outcome of this game. It's how the Jamaican negotiate it. They have to realize that it's a wicket that they can spend time in, and the longer they spend, it becomes easier for batting for any batter that apply themselves. We have seen Samir spend time.
So on his punch aerial was just dropping short that feeler at that cover point region, but clearly Matt Knight so far causing some problems to the Jamaica youth players in the middle.
Yes, we have seen Samir and Mali spend time at the wicket and accumulate runs through singles, and we believe that if these two would stay at the wicket and do the same, then Jamaica will be in a very good position.
Well, clearly the last game at Melbourne Hoover, singles was hard to come by, and by the young Jamaica under 15 new team, and so far so good. Giovanni McKnight has been magnificent. A wicket to his credit, and 7 legal deliveries, yet to concede a run.
Absolutely. Very good bowler on display here for the young Trinidad and Tobago rising star.
Oh, beautiful delivery, kept low, and goes down to that third man region. And by no signal by umpire Carlington Brown, and the total goes up to 3 for 1.
It's important for Jamaica at this stage to respect the good deliveries, respect the 2 opening bowlers. They are at this level because they are good enough. They're bowling very good ball. Back in Trinidad, they are...
A good delivery, outer portion of the bat, and brilliant. A bit of feeling at backward point. Good cricket all round.
Absolutely. They feel very well up in Melbourne on Sunday, and they're continuing that good feeling performance here at the Jamaica Boilers Cricket Ground.
That's what we want to see, youngsters with talent, with ability, and that stop at backward point was very well done, and saved some runs as well.
Absolutely.
Another back of a length delivery by Matt Knight, and this time around Johnson is solid in defense.
Very solid.
Matt Knight, and he goes to the Rio Claro West Secondary School in southeast Trinidad and Tobago.
And importantly, his parents are here willing him on. It must be an extra motivation for the youngster.
Another delivery that kept low, but the good thing he got the bat down in time. Another fantastic over comes to an end from Matt Knight, and it's 3 for 1.
Absolutely. Jaden Shaw bowled by Giovanni McKnight after facing 2 deliveries. Jeremiah Johnson not out there for Jamaica, along with Edwards. Both of them are from Garvey High School in Clarendon, Jamaica, a lovely parish, and a parish which I am born in and still resides in.
Well, you are. Good to hear that you're from the parish of Clarendon. Another good delivery, inside edge Some lovely community are from that area as well. Now there's also a Jamaica Premier League team from Clarendon as well.
We had a few of them from there, you know. We had Chapelton, Larue, we had
Currently in the top 10 in Jamaica Premier League this season.
absolutely, and we had Portmore.
As this delivery is on the line of the leg stump, whipped down to that fine leg region by Edwards, and he gets a second run. The total goes up to 4 for 1.
Just a bit of information here. Stats at the moment in the Headley Cup are 197 for 6 after their first innings, lead of 93 runs.
I think West Indies under 19 youth player Tariq Bryan fell short of a three-figure.
92.
Stylish way of taking his guard is Jeremiah Johnson. Reminds me so much of a Guyana player Shibnara and Shonda Paul.
Absolutely.
And also Radnary saw one as well. And
Leaving that delivery. Edwards, very good. Have to show discipline at the wicket. It's not bang bang. It's about accumulating runs. It's about spending time at the wicket. It's about understanding the moment and applying yourself. And when the bad ball come, you put them away. That's how Thomas did it. That's how Samir did it. That's how you have to do it.
as this one is clipped down to that square leg region, fumbles and allows an easy run. But it's good to see TNT looking wickets. A slip, a gully, a waiting. And there's also a backward point. And there's also cover and extra cover. And the order of the day for TNT at the moment, it's wickets.
Absolutely. Trinidad, they are 3 fours and 1 6 in their innings.
They're looking a second a chance. And of course, we have just been told that the general manager of Best Dressed Chicken is in the building as well. Good to see him as well.
Absolutely. And it would be good for him to come on and talk about um, their support for cricket. It would be wonderful to hear his voice. They have played a great part in allowing the cricket to be here at this venue.
As over number 4 comes to an end. 3 came from it. It's 6 for 1. So we're here in the commentary box with one of the famous around Old Harbour and Jamaica in general, Steve Palmer, the general manager of Best Dressed Chicken. Good day, sir.
Good afternoon. How are you?
I'm doing great. How are you doing?
I'm doing well. Doing well. I'm happy to see the field and the kids out there playing, and it's a good look.
And it's happy as well to see you giving the support, giving the sponsors for this annual event.
Yes. Well, when the Jamaica Cricket Association came to us about hosting this, we thought it would be a great opportunity for us to share in the development of youth cricket. We have a facility that is a very well-known facility. It's a good facility, and we made a decision that for it's a good opportunity for us to get the community involved again in the cricket. And Best Dressed Chicken is a well-known product, not only in Jamaica, but we also have products in Trinidad.
Well, since 1958, I've been corrected earlier this morning.
Yes, yes, indeed.
65 years ago,
Yes,
and
indeed.
still active, still doing wonders for the region.
Yes, yes. I mean, we take pride in sharing goodwill. You know, we are a company that have certain standards, and we are very much involved in the communities we operate in, the communities where we sell our products. And so we look forward to opportunities like this to share, you know, with our community members.
Talking about this general era of Old Harbour, there's a lot of players that came through this program and
Yes,
gone on to represent West Indies at a senior level.
yes, absolutely. You know, just walking in here, I've met several people who have played on this field, and they have done well. And I was even informed that I don't remember the name of the cricketer, but I was informed that they asked about this field. Apparently, they scored 100 on here before, so I know it's a field that can facilitate good scoring. You know.
And we want to thank you for this opportunity as well. It was over 15 years since any competitive cricket has been played here at Jamaica Boilers.
Yes, it's been a while. You know, these things happen from time to time, and but we certainly want to revive it, right? And as you see, we put a lot of effort into getting the place ready, and so we're ready and open, you know, to share our field with our community members.
And of course, Jamaica Cricket Association must be proud as well, getting sponsorship as well from this organization.
Yes, it's a pleasure. You know, we quite enjoy working with JCA. We have done it in the past. You know, Jamaica Broilers cricket team was very much a big player in the business house cricket, you know, and so we were heavily involved in business house cricket, and so we have a good relationship with the Jamaica Cricket Association and all the stakeholders.
Well, business house cricket, as I mentioned, was one of the most entertaining cricket in Jamaica at those times.
Yes,
when
yes.
business house was at its endeavor best.
Yes, yes.
And those competition has produced some young players from a tender age to up top.
Absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. And we have a few that work with us that came through the juniors and even represented Jamaica. You know, so yeah, it's a pity that it's not what it used to be, but you know, we can make an attempt to go into that.
Pretty much some players that have gone on through Old Harbour and represent West Indies. We're talking about former Jamaica and West Indies player Rovman Powell, and also Andre Russell.
Yes.
And those players would have played here as well.
Absolutely, yes, yes. They have all many good cricketers have played on this field. You know, so you know, it's a good look for us. We're happy to see cricket back here again.
And a lush green outfield as well.
Yes.
And credit must be given as well to the ground staff as well.
Absolutely.
Getting this venue up to par for this regional cricket.
Absolutely. We worked hard on it over the past few weeks, despite the rain. But the rain also helped us to get a nice outfield, a green outfield, nice outfield. But yes, they worked hard on it. We added some resources, and we got the field ready.
And what is good, we got this lovely blue skies today. In fact, we came here Tuesday for the first game here. It was wet outfield, but look at today, beautiful sunshine.
Yes, beautiful sunshine. You know, when I was on my way out here this morning, I was looking and saying, boy, I'm so happy to see the sunshine, you know, knowing what we had to have today.
And by the way, it's another bye added to the total. As with that bye, the total goes up to 10 for one in over number 6. And in this Jamaica under 15 team, Mr. Palmer, there's a lot of players from that Clarendon side. And one particular player from Old Harbour High School, and credit must be given to him as well, getting the opportunity to make a Jamaica U team and did Old Harbour community proud.
Yes, that's really good. Happy to hear that from this region. in Jamaica from St. Catherine. We're able to develop some young talent that can join the cricket team. It's a good look. It's very encouraging. Very encouraging.
Not the best of stroke there coming in from Johnson. He's flirting outside the arm stump. But with what is happening, we all appreciate your time, Mr. Steve Palmer. You came here and give us your support. Thanks a lot.
You're most welcome. I hope the viewers are enjoying, and I know the spectators are enjoying, and we hope to have much more of this in the future.
Thanks much.
All right.
That was the general manager of the Best Just Chicken, Mr. Steve Palmer. And we had a discussion. And his discussion was some educated discussion going forward for cricket in Jamaica and what the Best Just Chicken has to offer to Jamaica cricket.
Absolutely, we're delighted to hear these information. The fans should be delighted as well to hear cricket is back on the rise here in Jamaica because of Best Just Chicken. I know for sure that the Jamaica Cricket Association is elated for this partnership with Best Just Chicken.
Well, it's all Nelson, 1-1-1 for 1 in over number 6.
Absolutely. Jamaica at the moment, the partnership is 11 from the 2 Garvey High School players at the crease, keeping it steady for Jamaica, while Trinidad and Tobago continue to dictate the terms here. Young Thomas at the moment, 2.5 overs, Ongo giving away 5 runs so far. A little indiscipline over at the moment, but I'm sure that he will pick up from this and he will come back good. He's a quality young bowler.
Another delivery steer down to that. A third man reach on the crosser one. Will they think about a second? And maybe a second would be risky on this occasion. Decided not to. And a wise idea. As overnet number 6 comes to an end, it's 12 for 1.
Yeah, fall off wicket for Jamaica there, only with the score on 1 extra 6 from Trinidad so far. The 6 overs gone, the total 12 for 1.
And both bowlers so far has been very, very economical. Cale Thomas, 3 overs, only conceded 6 runs. While Matt Knight would have picked up the only wicket to fall. And he has completed his 3 as well.
Marlon, we have seen the young rising star from Trinidad and their captain that has been the captain of the Darren Ganga Academy. We have seen Sunday that he unleashed the spinners and the Jamaicans at the Melbourne Cricket Oval, and they find it very difficult to negotiate. I think when the spinners come on here for Trinidad and Tobago, we will see a complete different game. So it's important for Jamaica at this stage to see out Thomas and to see out McKnight and reach to the spinners, have enough wicket in hand, and they will have time to play with and time to negotiate whatever the young Trinidadian captain will be throwing at them.
I think it won't be long from now before we see the spinners being introduced in the attack. We saw young Budu in the last game, and he was very, very good. There's a number of spinners in this team as well for TNT.
Matt Knight at the moment, 3.1 overs, 2 maidens from him so far.
Another good delivery. Outer portion of the bat through that slip card, goes down to third man region, and he gets another run. Johnson, he goes to 4 from 19 with 3 from 18. Edwards 4 from 19, 13 for 1. And what is a glorious condition for cricket at Jamaica Boilers.
Bright, bright sunshine here in Spring Gardens at the Jamaica Boilers Cricket Ground, the owners of the Best Just Chicken. They're also proud sponsors of this game that is on your screen at the moment. They are back supporting cricket at the youth level here in Jamaica. They are proud partners of JCA. The entire Jamaica Cricket Association is in appreciation of their support for cricket here in Jamaica. It is a good look indeed for Best Just Chicken.
And what Steve Palmer mentioned earlier, they're going to be around for a number of years to being loyal sponsors of JCA Cricket.
Absolutely. Very good to hear. These youngsters that we're seeing on our screen here is in need of support, corporate support like this. We can't stress it enough.
Poor delivery this time, wide spotted. Umpire Brown. Excellent take by the wicket keeper. Skipping and then diving across to his left. Fantastic.
Absolutely. Without sponsorship, there's very little or nothing the JCA can do. So they're very happy for the partnership with Best Just Chicken.
Oh, another wicket. Poor effort coming in from Edwards. And nice strike. Wicket number 2 loss. The Jamaica under 15 rising star. But look at that. Not the best delivery in the world, but poor execution. And the demise of Edwards. He has to go. And it's now 14 for 2.
Giovanni McKnight living up to his reputation of taking wicket. Look on that delivery there. Had no answer to that ball. Wrong shot, wrong intent in the end. But McKnight very happy. His parents are very proud of him. He should be very proud of himself. He's known as a wicket taker. He's living up to that reputation. Very good from the Trinidad and Tobago under 15 rising star here in the CWI bilateral under 15 series here in Jamaica.
A really poor shot coming in from Edwards. A short delivery. Didn't got up. And he was looking to hit the ball over that mid-wicket region. Lost his middle stump. And another shot of the replay. Lovely rhythm up to the stump. Look at that. Absolutely poor from Edwards. He should be disappointed. And so too is a young Jamaica under 15 rising star squad. He has to go. It's 14 for 2 in over number 7.
I like that celebration there. The youngsters on display enjoying their cricket here at JB's cricket ground. Wonderful to see the stump flying there from a fast bowling perspective.
And this brings Magishi, that player from Kingston College, that player who plays senior cup cricket for Boyston and who would have played last season as well in this Rising Star under 15 tournament and got in a half century last season as well.
Good all-rounder indeed.
Well, a dot to close out over number 7, a successful one from McKnight. And it is 14 for 2.
Never got a start there, Edwards. Were there for 22 deliveries, just got 4 runs. There, Magishi is at the wicket with Jeremiah Johnson at the moment. both of them have to realize now that the onus will be on them. The current run rate is 2 runs per over, so it's looking good for them. They just need to maintain their composure, and just like young Samir did for Trinidad and Tobago, as you're seeing the wonderful flag of both country on display at the moment. A young lady from Trinidad and Tobago and a young man from Jamaica flying the flag for their various country, and it's wonderful. Thomas on.
And in fact, both flags flying beside each other as well, and showing that is just a nation.
Absolutely, Thomas. 3.1 overs, no maiden dot ball, 14 runs, 6, no wicket, economy rate of 1.85 runs per over. Economical indeed.
Very, very economical. Just under 2 runs. An over being scored by the home team Jamaica under 15 Rising Star. Well, in fact, in a couple of days' time, the West Indies Regional 4-Day Championship will be on its way as well.
Absolutely.
A lot of cricket.
Whole lot.
And not the best of stroke this time, playing away from his body. Open gaps. And with Kyle Thomas, loves to shape back the ball into right-handers, it could be risky.
Absolutely. Needs to play close to his body, need to watch the ball, need to recognize that the spinners will be unleashed very soon. He needs to be at the wicket. Not much longer these fast bowlers can go on.
Pleasant drive up to extra cover, and can't beat the inner field. And of course, you can't keep that man out the game. Matt Knight on this occasion.
Jamaica is being strangled there.
Well, TNT is making a know that runs on the board is runs on the board, not giving up easy. Oh, there you go again. That slow delivery. And maybe Jeremiah Johnson picked the slow delivery, but well executed by Kyle Thomas on this occasion.
Yeah, Thomas is a bowler that likes to think about his delivery. He don't just run in and bowl. He thinks about the delivery that he will bowl. And that's why he's so successful at what he do. And that's the reason he's at this level.
And he reminds me so much of a Trinidad and Tobago fast bowler, Cooper. As over number 8 comes to an end, a maiden, it's 14 for 2.
Looking at the match summary here for Jamaica, 14 for 2 at the moment. Edwards, 4 from 22 delivery. Jeremiah, there 3 from 24 delivery. And Jaden Shaw out of the second ball without scoring. Looking at the farm here and the sheeps, and looking on the support, yes, looking on the sheeps running. Marlon, you usually see sheeps in this part of the island.
Well, I'm not familiar with this part of the island. I normally see sheeps on television when I'm watching shows. This is a good delivery to young Kingston College player Magishi. Got in a start on the opening game as well, but fell in the run-out Ruth. And such a classy player, such a positive player, and always shows positive intent. And we saw that in Grey Shield, where he was fabulous this season for 2026.
Jamaica will need that positive intent at the moment. 8.1 overs, 14 runs.
And here you go again, nothing for nothing from Matt Knight. You look at his spell so far. Into his 5th over, only conceded 5 runs. And the most important thing, he has 2 wickets as well.
Absolutely.
Gorgeous.
putting Jamaica on the back foot.
Man from Southwest Trinidad and Tobago, Matt Knight. Oh, good delivery again. And maybe dropping short of the fielder at slip. The energy, the effort, the commitment by Matt Knight in this encounter has been presentable so far.
Absolutely, that one did not carry. Waiting on the replay from our wonderful producer. Look at it, just did not carry. Almost.
Wow.
Matt Knight creating the opportunity here.
I think on the off volley to the fielder in that gully region.
A valuable player.
This one, it over that point region. And Magishi gets off the mark. Took him 5 deliveries. And an uppish looking shot, not in control. But he got 2 runs nonetheless as the total goes up to 16 for 2.
A welcome 2 runs for Jamaica. Welcome 2 runs from him. It's not bad. He had to spend time at the wicket here. He had to consume the deliveries, get used to the pace of the delivery, get used to the bowler. And then he tried to get some runs.
You look at Giovanni McKnight. He's a very tall figure as well. He released the ball from high. So normally he extract a lot of bounce and pace out of wickets.
Absolutely.
And we've seen in this encounter so far he's managed to get bounce, pace and swing. And a full delivery, looking to hit the ball across the line, maybe risky with the ball shaping around. And by the way, 9 comes to an end, 2 came from it. It is 16 for 2.
Jeremiah there, 3 from 24 delivery. Magishi 2 from 7 delivery. I just want to say hello to our co-commentator back home. He traveled back home, Andrew Chang. If you're watching, greetings from the beautiful island of Jamaica and from the beautiful cricket ground, the JB's cricket ground. I wish you and your family all the best as you're seeing the supporter of Jamaica and Trinidad and Tobago on our screen.
Andrew Chang, such a brilliant commentator. I met him, I think it was back in 2024 when we did our first commentary sting together at Sabina Park. And then we went to Shedwin Park. And boy, oh boy, is he a character, Andrew Chang.
Quality. Absolutely quality.
Another wide delivery, this time from Kyle Thomas. As the total goes up to 17 for 2.
I notice Thomas from Sunday. He's a bowler that takes it away from the batter, but every third delivery that he bowl, he'll bring it back into the batter. And so now he's getting to his third delivery. Jeremiah Johnson have to watch for this ball.
Well, he's there from the start, Johnson. Batted some 26 deliveries now. Only 3 runs hard to come by for the young Jamaica under 15 rising star. But a game here that they need to win to level the series with TNT leading the series 1-0.
Absolutely.
Oh, lovely seam position this time from Kyle Thomas. I like the rhythm and a useful all-round cricketer. And we use this under 15 team to develop youngsters, and clearly he's one for the future for Trinidad and West Indies cricket.
Yes.
Flashing blade of Johnson goes down to that third man region. They are back for a second. And maybe a better throw, and Johnson would have been struggling. As it stands, it's 2 more runs to the total. Make that 19 for 2.
Absolutely. What Jeremiah Johnson and Magishi have to understand here that they need to just stay at the wicket, accumulate the runs. We have seen at this stage that young Samir Budu and Kyle Thomas came together when Trinidad was in a spot of bother, and they have stayed at the wicket for a while. They stitched together a partnership, and this is what is important for Johnson and Magishi to do. Just get the singles. That's all they need to do at this stage. That is what is important. The expansive shot, the big shots are not required at this stage. It's about them setting themselves up.
And there you go again. Trying on this occasion was Kyle Thomas, looking for that slower delivery and wide spotted. Now by the umpire, maybe trying too hard here, Thomas.
Absolutely. These two have to realize that at this stage of the game now, it just requires some smart cricket. Seeing the lovely supporters, parents, cousins, aunties of the players from Trinidad and Tobago walking along this beautiful venue supporting their players.
And Jiven was straight to the fielder at cover to close out over number 10. It is 20 for 2. And going at exactly 2 runs and over.
That's what's required from the Jamaicans at the moment. Young McKnight there, 5 overs, 2 for 7. Beautiful bowling from him again. He's a bowler that is known to take wicket. He's living up to that reputation at the moment.
A long spell here by McKnight so far. Into his 6th. Only 7 runs conceded and 2 wickets.
Yeah, I'm surprised that the young captain from Trinidad, Kishav, have not unleashed the spinners as yet. I think once they come into play, this game will be looking a lot different.
Oh, loose shot coming in from Magishi on this occasion. Where did that came from? Maybe a rush of blood from the left-hander from Kingston College.
He's livid with himself at the moment. He knows that he should have never gone for that shot. He's lucky to be at the crease just the same. Look at it again. Was not there to be played.
Maybe he was too tall as well. No transfer of the weight on the front foot. And there you go again, another loose shot. I think Johnson need to have a word with Magishi.
Absolutely. You know, back in my academy at the Denby High School, this is what I keep telling my players. When you see your partner having a rush of blood, go down the wicket, talk to him, look out for him, tell him to calm and relax. That's what Magishi needs to do at the moment. Just relax himself. No need to rush.
And I tell you what, he's one of the most experienced player on the pitch now for the young Jamaica under 15 rising star, and would have made some significant impact last season. So he has the experience, but does he has the temperament to bat through the ceilings for the Jamaica under 15 rising star?
McKnight for that delivery so far, proving to be difficult for the Jamaicans continually. These are valuable dot balls.
Slower delivery, beautiful shot. Up to wide-ish mid-off, an excellent work. Good commitment. Good cricket all around from the boys on the pitch.
Absolutely.
It was a full pitch delivery, driven all along the ground. And a fantastic work coming in from the fielder. Covers ground quickly and sends a decent enough return to the wicket keeper. This is good signs.
They are good feelers. They are certainly good feelers from the young rising stars from Trinidad and Tobago. They have shown us that in the first game. They are backing up Matt Knight, and Matt Knight deserves to be backed up right here. He has bowled 5 overs so far for Trinidad.
And good take this time by the wicket keeper. This is good signs. This is good to see youngsters doing just. That was well executed on this occasion. Skipped across and realized he wasn't close to the ball, and then the dive came in. That is what you get from quality wicket keepers.
Commitment. Just strain down the leg side here, Matt Knight.
Very, very good glove work. And inner portion of the bat this time. Coming in from Johnson. Gets it down to that fine leg region. He gets another run. And over number 11 comes to an end. It is 23 for 2.
23 for 2 indeed. Jamaica needs 65 runs in 235 ball to win this game. Current run, looking at the screen here, Jeremiah Johnson 6 from 31 deliveries. Edwards 4 from 22. Magish is still at the wicket with Johnson. He's on 3 from 12 ball. Giovanni McKnight from Trinidad and Tobago, once again 6 overs for 10 runs, picking up 2 wickets. Magishi on strike. Jeremiah Johnson at the non-striker end. 64 needed in 234 deliveries, Jamaica. Required run rate of 1.64 runs per over. No rush at the moment.
I think you mentioned 234 deliveries. No need to look at the deliveries. Runs and wickets will decide the winner of this game.
Absolutely.
Matt Knight, the pick of the bowler so far, 2 for 10 from 36 legal deliveries. Only conceded 10 runs and 2 wickets. As a captain, you can't ask for much better than that from your left-arm swing bowler.
Absolutely. Now we're looking at the young captain from Trinidad and Tobago, bringing in one of his premier spinners into the attack, Prishan.
Would have picked up some key wickets on the opening day. I think he picked up some 3 wickets on the first day for TNT. And an excellent spinner. Has very good control. And reminds me so much of Narayan as well from Trinidad and Tobago.
Absolutely.
And you're talking about Narayan, one of the greats in rural cricket. And based on how he bowls as well, it tells you he plays a lot of short version cricket in Trinidad.
Yes.
Not much loop, very flat and accurate. And his reward in the first game was some 3 wickets. And 3 crucial wickets it was.
Good move from Kishoff, the captain of Trinidad and Tobago.
And a load appeal, maybe ambitious on this occasion. And clearly that ball hit outside the line of the leg stump. And Johnson was
looking at it again.
Just outside the line of the leg stump. Excellent call by the umpire. Oh, there you go again.
Beat
Quicker,
him.
flatter. Fantastic delivery.
Now is the time for Jamaica. They will be put under severe pressure at the right now.
Very good. A maiden to start by Pramchan. 6 dot deliveries
Look
in
at
his
this
first.
delivery. Quality spin bowling on display here at the Jamaica Boilers cricket ground. Fall of wicket. The first one went down at 2. The second went down for when the score was at 14. At the moment, 12 overs. Jamaica 23 for the last of 2. They need 64 to win. Current run rate 1.92 runs per over. Required run rate 1.68 runs. They have all the time in the world. Samir Boudou coming into the attack. Trinidad and Tobago right now bringing in their spinners, unleashing them up on the Jamaicans at the moment. Can Jamaica respond to it? It is a critical moment in the game now for Jamaica. These two at the wickets, especially Magishi, is one of the better players for Jamaica. He has to understand the moment now. Samir Boudou is a quality spinner from Trinidad and Tobago.
As this one is clipped down to mid-on. Quick single. And good running, good communication between Magishi and Johnson. There's another run. Total goes up to 24 now for 2. And Samir Boudou, he has good control as well. And not a tall player by no stretch of imagination. So he gets the ball to slide on, and Johnson should be mindful of that as well.
Absolutely. Here's Samir.
And competent on the front foot this time is Johnson. And he gets it down to that backward point region. Still about 3 minutes to cut off time. Edge. And just dropping short of the fielder at slip. And Samir Boudou maybe saying, dive boy, must be close. Good start here. Extracting bunks and turn out of the wicket as well to start. And you look at this end, the ball's not coming through as you'd want it to come through.
Look on the replay again. Quality bowling. Made the batter had to play.
And again, the ball's keeping low. I think spinners.
John's not sure of Samir at the moment. He's playing onshore.
And a loopy one outside the arm stump to finish the 13th. A run came from it. It is 24 for 2.
Jeremiah Johnson, importantly, still at the wicket after being there for 42, delivery now. He can't give this away. He has Magishi to keep him company. Both of them have to realize that their wicket is important. They need to see Jamaica through these difficult waters.
I think Trinidad and Tobago, young rising star, hunting wickets at the moment. And wickets should be the order of the day if they are to win this game and take a 2-0 lead in the 5-match bilateral series.
Very much so.
And in fact, the abundant game would make this the 3rd game of the bilateral series. So there's 2 games left after this in this series. Pramchan start his second. His first was a maiden. So he has 7 deliveries in the innings so far and yet to concede a run.
Absolutely.
And he's bowling to the left-hand batter Magishi. I think Magishi just looking to pick up the pace of the wicket. And he's a player who has a lot of experience. And
not really sure of the wicket, these two at the crease.
oh, good delivery, gorgeous delivery. Pitch and spun away from the left-hander. And that's a quality delivery from a quality spinner. Yet to concede a run. Look, let's look at this delivery. Pitch spun, excellent take as well.
Beautiful.
Good to watch.
Awesome wicket keepers on display here from both of the teams.
Oh, Javon, a magnificent catch. A catch and a half. Look at that. Look at that. You could describe that catch for me. Maybe that's a catch to win the game for TNT. It was driven with ferocious power. One-hander to his right. And Perchan produced a miraculous catch. And look at this, folks. It's under 15 tournament at its best. Full delivery, driven with power and precision. Look at that for a catch. Outstanding. And the young Jamaica under 15 rising star slipped to 24 for 3.
He was never going to put that down. Look on that catch. Never going to put that down. And the captain, Zachariah Buchanan, coming to join Johnson at the moment. Jamaica losing a wicket at a critical time in the game for them. They're 24 for 3 now after 13.4 overs. Trinidad and Tobago, look at that catch again. Magnificent catch indeed. Trinidad and Tobago knew what was happening. They put a strong hold on Jamaica with the quality bowling of Giovanni McKnight, and now they're unleashing their spinners on Jamaica. No answer to them so far, but Captain Zachary Buchanan, thank you, Zachary Buchanan has come to the crease, and like he did on Sunday, he will be looking to rescue his team, Marlon Pinnock.
I tell you what, I would keep watching that catch over and over and over again.
Marvelous catch.
Fabulous to describe that catch. It was punched with some power, but a well-judged catch as well. And this is Zachary Buchanan, the champion boy, the captain of this Jamaica under-15 rising star, to the wicket.
Absolutely. It is worth to mention that Prishan in the first game get 3 for 25. It was 3 important wicket, and here he is again in the wickets again.
And turn out to square leg, and he's off the mark immediately. Zachary Buchanan, and his team would have lost in the Grey Shield competition a few days ago at Melbourne Oval, going down to St. Jago High School, thanks to an all-round performance from the West Indies under-19 youth player, Vital Laws. 6 wickets for 104 runs, and then came back with the bat, a run about 74 not out. Oh, good delivery. Getting the wicketkeeper excited. A fantastic second over, only a run, a wicket. It's 25 for 3.
25 for 3 indeed. Jeremiah Johnson continue to be there. He has now got to be the glue of this innings, like Samir did for Trinidad and Tobago, guiding them out of the troubled waters that they found themselves in. But we have a game on here. Jamaica 25 for 3 after 14 overs. This game now tilting in Trinidad and Tobago way. That's the tilt at the moment.
Zachary Buchanan would have been a player who participated last season as well for Jamaica under 15. So he has experience.
Yes.
But does he has the quality to carry his team across the line as the leader of this bunch of players?
The quality of Samir back into the attack again. The spinners are now being unleashed.
Well, the intention is clear from Zachary Buchanan. Once it's in his arc, he's going to play a stroke.
The best way to get Samir out of the attack is to attack him.
One thing for sure is going to be wicket to wicket. And as I mentioned earlier, he's not the tallest figure. And he does get the ball to slide in with the arm.
The captain has to pick the right ball and the right moment to go off for Samir. He's not a choke bowler. He's a quality bowler. From the moment you see him, you see quality.
Oh, this one is swept and swept beautifully out to deep backward square. Across for one, they are back for a second. And 2 more runs to the captain, Zachary Buchanan, who goes up to 3. And the total goes up to 27 now for 3.
Absolutely. Have to pick the ball, have to pick the moment. You're up against a quality bowler. You have to dictate the terms. Milk him for runs if you can't get the boundary.
Well,
get the singles.
Well, he's the captain, Buchanan. He has a job at hand to do for his young under-15 team. Here we go again. Tucked nicely out to that short fine leg region. And he scampers through for easy second. And this is what was locked in the first game by the young Jamaica under-15. And then the introduction of the captain in that first game saw a rotation of the strike. And immediately, as he came to the wicket in this, the third game, you see a different approach from the young under-15 team.
Absolutely.
And another run down to long on. This is excellent from Buchanan. Experience has a lot to do with as the 15th comes to an end. 6 game from it is 30 for 3.
Yet to bat is Raheem, Livingston and Daniel Wilson, which is the wicket keeper. You know, what I see here, Marlon, is that at this stage of the game, Jamaica realize what Trinidad is trying to achieve here by unleashing the spinner. And now they have sent out their better batter, which is the captain, to negate whatever Trinidad and Tobago is throwing at them. And so far, so good from Zachary Buchanan.
Well, in fact, the order of the day for TNT at the moment is wickets. And so far, they have gotten 3 wickets. And a run rate of just 2 runs and over so far. This has been brilliant. And this one is driven handsomely out to long on, and yet another run to Buchanan. This is what experience is all about. The ability to rotate the strike from Zachary Buchanan has been gorgeous.
Yes.
This one is whipped over mid-wicket. And I'm thinking about a second. And wisely sent back by Zachary Buchanan on this occasion. Only a run. And Johnson getting involved as well.
That's all that is needed now from the Jamaican and these 2 at the crease. Just look for the singles.
No signal coming in from the umpire on this occasion. And a duck delivery halfway in the 16th over. 30. Oh, this one is quicker, flatter. And no shot offered by Buchanan on this occasion as we approach the first hour of the innings. And
from the game we saw on Sunday, these are the 2 better spinners for Trinidad and Tobago.
And this one driven off the front foot out to the sweeper. And the cover boundary, only a run as Buchanan goes up to 8. The total 33 for 3.
Yes. Good partnership between the 2 so far. A partnership of 9 runs. respect the good ball.
And by the way, 16 comes to an end. 33 for 3.
Jamaica under 15 at the moment, 33 for 3. Zachary Buchanan, the captain, 8 from 10. Jeremiah Johnson, 7 from 45. Edwards, 4 from 22. So both of them at the crease for Jamaica, and they'll be looking to guide their team home.
So it's time for us to take a drink.
Thank you.
And he's been cautious as well. Zachary Buchanan is an attacking player, but when the ball is in his half, he tends to rotate the strike. But when he gets the good deliveries, he's solid as a rock. And he's a player who has some experience as well. This one is swept to square leg, gone. A soft and tame dismissal. Disappointment for Buchanan, but jubilation for TNT. Look at that. Look at what it means to them. Zachary Buchanan, what are you doing? The fourth loss by Jamaica under 15. They are 35 for 4.
Well, just as we were mentioning, Marlon, about the importance of Buchanan at the crease and the responsibility that he would have. Look at this. Flicked away and caught. Very good catch, low down. And Buchanan stuck at the crease in disbelief. It wasn't the best of deliveries.
I think he can't believe the lone fielder he picked out at square leg. And disappointment for Jamaica under 15 captain Buchanan. He has to go. And 4-wicket loss. And Jamaica in a spot of bother now at 35 for 4.
You just wonder if there was some extra pressure on the shoulders of Buchanan, given the fact that his partner wasn't scoring as freely, Johnson. And Buchanan, of course, as you mentioned, naturally an attacking type of player. Once it's within his arc, he will go for it. But it was there. In fairness there, Marlon, the shot was there to be played. It just wasn't the right execution or timing he would have liked. And a soft dismissal in the end, caught inside the 30-yard circle, diving forward.
And this is Kemar Parker. His first game of the season, his first game of the tournament. And a player who came from the Montego Bay side. And he plays his cricket for Green Pond High School in Montego Bay. And that's in the parish of St. James.
Yet to visit there. I'm looking forward. I hope you'll take me around one of your off days once you get a chance.
Such a beautiful parish. Oh, good delivery. Gorgeous delivery. And this has been a fabulous spell.
Yeah, it really has, Arnaldo. Prem Chand putting the pressure on, as you mentioned. His first over was a maiden. His first 8 or 9 deliveries, in fact, were dot deliveries, creating pressure and a good bowling partnership.
I think the chance for a run out. Where was Parker going? He may be excited to get off the mark in his first game. But that was a brilliant bit of feeling there. As I mentioned, TNT not giving anything away. They have been mean in this encounter so far. And quite rightly so, looking to take a 2-0 lead in the 5-match bilateral series here at Jamaica Boilers.
This is in the air. There's a chance for a catch. And look at that. Magnificent. What a catch, Marlon. My word.
It seemed to be Richards on this occasion. His first game as well. But that shows a commitment. That shows a unity. And unity is strength. And that was a fabulous catch. And Parker has to go. A third ball duck in his first game.
My word, that was a beauty. We definitely need to take a look at this one again, Marlon. The pressure certainly taking a toll on the Jamaicans. Prem Chand strikes. Ball just didn't go through to the batsman. And look at that, diving forward in a Superman-like fashion. Edward Richards, Marty Richards, the fielder with the catch.
A very acrobatic catch that was. And that sums up the day that TNT is having in the field. And that's out of the top jaw. And anybody watching, any youngsters watching, and should have learned something about that catch. He didn't overrun the ball. His time it to perfection. Poor execution coming in from Parker. But look at this again, folks. That's a catch and a half, a catch of the century, and in fact the catch of the tournament so far. Brilliant from Richards.
Well, we saw a brilliant catch in the first game as well. And it seems as if they are just competing with each other for these spectacular fielding awards. And a no ball now being signaled by the umpire. Very uncharacteristic of Prem Chand, so economical. He hasn't given anything away off the bat, nor with extras.
Only 4 runs, in fact 5 runs for his 3 wickets into his 4th. And Ryan Livingston, the new batter. Had a fantastic bowling display when he picked up some 4 wickets. And by the way, another magnificent over has come to an end. Only a run came from it. A wicket is 36 for 5. This was the last dismissal again, folks. I will watch this dismissal over and over and over again. Look at that, acrobatic at his finest from Richards.
And look at the excitement, Marlon.
I should be excited as well.
He was trying to throw the ball up in the air in celebration, but the elation was so intense, he didn't care wherever it went. The main point for the Trinidad and Tobago under 15 team is that they have attained another wicket, and they are certainly in the driver's seat now, you would think.
And now you see TNT looking to attack a slip in place, and a ring on the offside as well. Oh, that kept a bit low, really kept a bit low.
Extremely. Did not get up at all, and look how fast Guerra is getting back to his mark.
As this one is driven out to extra cover yet again. A brilliant commitment from TNT. And this is what you want to see. Commitment. Youngsters putting their bodies on the line.
And again, delivery not rising at all. It's all happening for the bowling team now.
I look at the TNT fielders. Edge through that backward point region. They're across for one. And they are back for a second. And not the most convincing stroke by no stretch of imagination, but two precious runs. The Jamaica under 15 rising star. And Jeremiah Johnson.
Sprinting.
Well, that one is swept. And maybe a boundary it is. Poor delivery on the line of the leg stump and swept with conviction this time from Johnson. And with that shot, he's down on the pitch. I think some hamstring problem. And the medical staff summoned to the field immediately. He goes up to 13 from 55 deliveries. And it's 42 for 5.
I really hope that he is not injured himself. It was a good looking shot for 4. A much needed boundary just to release some of the pressure.
And in fact, a welcome one as well.
Yeah.
Been some time since a boundary was scored.
What I like about the approach, as you see, he just fell to the ground. The previous couple of deliveries that kept extremely low and went through to the keeper, he bent his knees and he made sure that he stayed balanced. And it was a good shot to be played because the ball was not rising. We saw one delivery from this end that got extra bounce in the previous over from Guerra. Went on around chest height, you would think. But based on how he was just bowling flatter and faster, he positioned himself nicely. And that took him into double figures.
And his first boundary as well. Took him some 55 deliveries to get his first boundary. It tells you the discipline of TNT bowling unit so far. And the current run rate just over 2 runs and over.
Yeah, what I like about Johnson and his approach, yes, if you look at the equation, you might say the strike rate is a bit low, but at the same time, he is doing what's required for his team because wickets are falling around him and he's ensuring that he's standing up and continuing to bat as long as he can. What would be a positive factor to add to his game, Marlon, might just be rotation of the strike. As you see, the bowlers are bowling very consistent and they are not giving you many loose deliveries. But sometimes you have to innovate ways to score runs. Sometimes you play with soft hands. You just use your wrists and work the ball around to the left or right of the fielders. Good communication with your partner on the opposite end as well would allow you to get those quick singles. Once you have that understanding, your partner will back you up, and what may not be a single could turn into 1 and eventually even 2.
I think that's a sore point for the young Jamaica under 15 rising star in the first game. And I think Coach Robert Summers and manager Sheldon Cottrell should look and try to fix those things and those players in a learning process as well.
Yep. And you will recall from the first game that it came down to just a matter of 1 or 2 runs being the difference. So I think they were down to the last wicket, Marlon. Just around there. And you wonder if the Jamaican team rotated a strike more, they would have gotten a more competitive total. Prem Chand continues in his usual manner. Very miserly.
Raheem Livingston, who had a fantastic spell of bowling today, picked up some 4 wickets. But he's at the crease with his team. Needed some runs. And looking to go through that cover region, outer portion of the bat phone. Goes down to that backward point region, and yet again, another beautiful feeling. Six wickets in the tournament so far from this man with ball in hand. And the spinners in this tournament has been fabulous to watch. Consistently, control has been immaculate. And hence why they are leading the chart with wickets.
And I think one of the factors to add to the success of the spinners would be the pitches that we have been seeing. The pitch at Melbourne was turning quite significantly. We have not seen as much turn on this pitch at the JB facility, but it's not as quick or true with the pace. So the spinners are allowing the ball to just hold back. And as you say that, he pushes one quicker through to the keeper. Really good take from Bihari as well. 20th over comes to an end. 42 for 5.
And it's a maiden as well.
So if you were in the position of the coach or manager for the Jamaica under-15 team, Marlon, what would you be telling the pair at the crease and the batsmen to come? 42 for 5, so you're, let's say, halfway to the target, but also you have lost half of your wickets. How do you approach the rest of the innings?
Well, simple. Just apply yourself. Try to rotate the strike. Play each ball on its merit. And just apply proper shot selection. I think that is one of the sore points this tournament as well for both teams. Shot selection, very key.
Katwaru is going to replace Guerra. Katwaru is a left-arm bowler coming around the wicket.
Well, this one is hit high and just elude that fielder at that mid-wicket region. And a short delivery to start. Sat up and could have hit that ball anywhere, but he got the ball just over the fielder at a mid-wicket. Seemed to be the tallest fielder on the field as well on that night.
Yeah, well, the first delivery just pulled it down. Probably not as warm as he would like, but called into the attack from the skipper. And that's much better. A left-arm wrist spinner, which we have been calling for in the Caribbean.
Not much around the region. And talking about left-arm spinner, there's a famous left-arm spinner here as well, former Jamaica and West Indies spinner Nikita Miller. And he, at one point, was the leading wicket taker in regional cricket. Such an ambassador, Nikita Miller. A cotton ball. Absolutely poor this time from Jeremiah Johnson. And he batted 58 deliveries. And a soft and tame dismissal. And the young Jamaica under-15 rising star slipped to 44 for 6.
Well, really and truly, that was not the best delivery to be dismissed off. As you can see, he pulled it down and just swatted it straight back to the bowler. And look at the celebration here, Marlon.
Wow. I tell you what, the celebration in this tournament has been remarkable so far.
It's truly been something to behold from these youngsters.
And you are quite rightly correct. As another wicket, another disappointment. Let's look at the replay again. Not the best delivery by no stretch of imagination. Short delivery, sat up and straight back to the bowler in his follow through. And the crowd gets wild here at Jamaica Boilers. And look at the Trini flag, look at the Jamaica flag. And look at the spectators, look at cricket with Leon as well. And he's such a influencer when it comes on to cricket in Jamaica.
Oh, we love to see that, Marlon. Unity in the Caribbean.
And we always heard that unity is strength as well.
Yeah.
And each one teaches one. And by the way, the final wicket brings an end to the first session, and it will be lunch with Jamaica Rising Star 44 for 6 from 20.3. So we are set and we are ready for the resumption. First delivery after the lunch break interval. And that ball kept a bit low on the way through. And not good signs for the young Jamaica under 15 Rising Stars.
Not good sign at all. Najee Wright.
Another Garvey must be a high school cricketer as well.
Yes, with Livingston at the crease.
And here we go again, flirting. This has been a remarkable spell of bowling from the entire TNT team. Looks the part. Looks a team with a mission. And so far they have executed beautifully in this West Indies under 15 Rising Star bilateral series for 2026. And my good friend having his lunch in a hurry as well. Not much time.
43 is needed for Jamaica in a spot of bother.
As the 21st comes to an end and only two deliveries was bowled after the lunch break. 44 for 6. 2 runs came. This one driven up to mid-off. Not been able to score freely in the young Jamaica under 15 team. And not been able to rotate the strike either. And a sore point this season for them. Oh, Edgeworth just dropping short of the fielder at slip. That's Raheem Livingston, that player who plays his cricket for Manchester High School.
They pick off the bowler for Jamaica during their bowling innings.
As this one is driven but straight and to the fielder. And here we go again, another beautiful drive, but picked out the fielder again. Not yet off the mark, faced those 11 deliveries. Raheem Livingston with yet to score. But let's turn our attention to this bowling effort from Prem Chand in this encounter so far. Into his sixth. In fact, 2 deliveries left into his sixth. 3 for 5.
Yes, and in the first game,
Yet another dot delivery faced by the impressive Livingston. 13 in a row, yet to get off the mark. In fact, both batters in the middle yet to get off the mark so far. Oh, flashing blade, a loud appeal. And on move is umpire Colin O'Brien on this occasion. Another maiden.
absolutely. Jeremiah Johnson for Jamaica after being there at 50 for 58 ball. Ongo got 15. Zachary Buchanan, the captain, 9 from 15. And Edwards, 4 from 22. Prisham again for Trinidad and Tobago. Look at this beautiful delivery from him. Deceived the batter, going away from him. Had no answer to that one. He's already on 3 wickets. In the first game, he picked up 3 for 25. So showing great consistency here, the young rising star off spinner.
And TNT looking to take a 2-0 lead in this 5-match bilateral series. Still work for the young Jamaica under 15 team if they are to level this series. Full toss. Well, in fact, no runs scored after the lunch break interval so far. I think he should have been on the front foot this time around. And after he plays the stroke, he rests the right stroke. Very, very risky playing back to the left arm spinner who's sliding the ball through. A bit aerial, but just dropping short of the bowler in his follow through. But clearly right is reaching to the ball, not allowing the ball to come to him. And with a slip in place, and he can be in the game as well. And yet again,
Searching for the delivery. Right, Jamaica under severe pressure at the moment. Trinidad and Tobago pressing home the advantages. A stronger hold at the moment for Jamaica. The captain of Trinidad once again unleashing his young spinners on the Jamaicans, keeping them quiet. At the moment, Jamaica have no answer to the diet of spin from the young rising stars from Trinidad.
bleak skies at the moment here at Jamaica Boilers. No sun at the moment. As another dot delivery. The last 9 deliveries after lunch has been dot deliveries. 23 comes to an end. It is 44 for 6.
Johnson, again, as we can see, best spinner for Trinidad so far on display.
But if you look at his economic spell so far, this tells you that he's one for the future for Trinidad and West Indies cricket. Look. And another wicket. And a flighted delivery, enticing the drive. And Raheem Livingston fell in the trap. Another wicket lost. Wicket number 7 on another wicket to the impressive Primchan. His fourth, only conceded 5 runs. It is 44 for 7.
Showed great control with the wet ball up in Melbourne and showing better control here at JB's cricket ground. A beautiful catch indeed, a beautiful unplayable delivery. Raheem Livingston had no answer to that one. And once again, Trinidad and Tobago on top of the Jamaicans here at JB's cricket ground. Look at that one. Beautiful. Beautiful delivery. Wilson on strike now, come to join right. 44 for the loss of 7 Jamaica, chasing 86 to win. 43 in 60 ball needed. Trinidad in the driver's seat at the moment.
Quick flat delivery this time. First up to Daniel Willingston. That's the Taki High School wicketkeeper batter. And boy, oh boy, does he have a mantle to climb. Does he have a mountain to climb here at Jamaica Boilers. The line, the length has been outstanding by TNT in this encounter and brought them 7 very important wickets. Still 43 to get, 3 wickets in hand for the home team.
Despite 7 wickets down for Jamaica, have to exercise patience here. Only smart cricket is required at this stage. They should not read into the 7 wickets that are down so far. Trinidad, even with 8 wickets down, were able to stitch together a 14-run partnership.
An excellent over, maiden wicket over comes to an end. It is 44 for 7.
A fall of wickets for Jamaica. The 6th wicket went down for 44. The 7th went down for 44. Truly in command, Trinidad and Tobago. .43 needed in 156 deliveries. Jamaica have to believe, have to take a deep breath, the 2 batters at the crease, knowing that the hopes of Jamaica lies in their hands and it's with them.
And there you go again, another full pitch delivery. And Young, right, deep booming drive, not been able to make contact. And 10 deliveries face yet to get off the mark. And I think this is a sore point in this Jamaica under 15 Rising Star camp. Batters not been able to rotate the strike, not been able to pick up singles. And that's the order of the day in this encounter so far. And these are precious spin bowlers for Trinidad and Tobago.
Absolutely precious that ball for them as well. Each that ball will build further pressure at the two at the wicket.
And they have utilized the spin and bowling aspect very well in this encounter. And credit must be given. Started up top from the left arm swing bowler in Matt Knight, who picked up 2 quick wickets. And then it all the spinners affair for T&T. Very effective.
Jamaica needed to have wickets in hand when it get to this stage.
Edge. And just to the left of the fielder had slipped. And luck favors the brave on this occasion. And a charm life for Wright. He gets off the mark. Unlucky. 2 effective runs for his team. As a total 46 now for 7.
Yes, look at this delivery. Once again, deceiving the batter. And he played that one. Was not sure of the shot that he wanted to play. But nevertheless, a welcome 2 runs for Jamaica. Right, needs luck.
And I tell you what, those 2 runs was the 2 and only run after lunch for the home team, Jamaica under 15 Rising Star. 25 comes to an end. It is 46 for 7.
46 for 7 indeed. As we can see here, Prishan 4 for 5. Only 5 runs off his 7 overs so far. .41 needed for Jamaica. Have to believe they're at an important part of the game at the moment.
Trinidad and Tobago would have won the first game of the bilateral series when they won by 2 wickets at Melbourne over. And the second game was rained out without a ball being bowled. In fact, abandoned. And this is a third of 5 games. And well, Wollaston is on the front foot this time and looking to pierce that offside field. Can't. And it's a dot delivery. And he faced his 6 deliveries. He yet to get off the mark. The runs have been hard to come by for Jamaica.
In the Jamaica innings, bowling innings, that is the limp off the field. So we hope and pray that he is feeling better in his body now or wherever that injury were, and he can come out and win this game for Jamaica.
He has shown some promising signs in the Issa Edley Cup this season and earned him a spot in the Jamaica under 15 Rising Star team. But can he make that impact and carry his team across the line in this crucial encounter? Oh, beauty! Absolutely gorgeous delivery. And what you're seeing on screen, a 5-wicket haul. Well deserved. Come at the hour, come at the man. Young Perchan has produced a magical spell here at Jamaica Boilers. Top delivery, unplayable. You could describe that for me.
Absolutely. Waiting on the highlights here, but certainly he is the trump card in the last game for Trinidad, and he has proven to be the trump card in this game for them again. He single-handedly changed the complexion of this game. Look at this delivery. A massive, unplayable delivery. Daniel had no answer to this one, and certainly he got Prishan 3 for 25 in the first game. Now he has 5 for 5 from 7.5 overs in this game. Arguably his best bowling performance, is proving to the selectors and to everybody that he deserves to be at this level. We are so happy for him. We're so happy for this rising star from Trinidad and Tobago and also for West Indies. It's a good look, Marlon Pino.
Absolutely quality look. And 2 matches this season, 8 wickets for only 30 runs.
Only 30 runs.
Quality performance from the spinner. And you look at those figures on the screen, and it's not an highlight. It's real figures.
Absolutely.
5 for 5.
Look
One
at this
delivery shy
again.
of 8 overs. Look at this.
Unplayable.
And
Unplayable.
Wallinston, the tacky high school wicketkeeper, stood no chance. That's all gorgeous to describe that delivery. Oh, load appeal! Gifford! Make that 6 wickets. And look at the celebration to Booth. Spectacular bowling effort. And he has been applauded by his teammates. And look at the flag of Trinidad and Tobago. Jubilation. Wicket number 9 loss. And this Jamaica under 15 team slipped to 46 for 9.
46 for 9. This is Prishan. Best bowling figures. We're going to do some checks. It has to be the best bowling figures in recent times for a young spinner in these competitions that are put on by Cricket West Indies.
Well, look at this delivery. Quick, flat, gone. It needs no second invitation.
No second whatsoever.
Plum as you get. And 9 wickets in the tournament so far. Only 30 runs. Spectacular bowling effort.
Marlon, I question the decision of the young Trinidadian captain Kishoff earlier, winning the toss and batting first. But now he has proven to have done the right thing in batting first and allowing the Jamaicans to bat second, because truly and really this wicket is taking the spin at the moment. Jamaica is finding some unplayable delivery at the moment. There's no way back for Jamaica after that wicket has gone. Najee Wright is still there. Turner come to join him. But as we look on this unplayable delivery again from the young Trinidadian spinner, no answer to that one. He was searching for that delivery. It was nowhere to be found because he was trapped, sleeping at the wicket. Beautiful.
It's just a matter of time for things to happen. And look at those figures on the screen. 3.1 over, 1 maiden, 4 runs, and a wicket as well.
Absolutely. Economy rate of 1.26 runs per over.
Every TNT bowlers has stripped in this game. A low-scoring game, but they put up their hands and they have dominated with ball in hand.
They have hunt in our pack.
An outer portion of the bat and goes out to backward point. And they're not dropping the ball either when the game looks in their hands. Still diving around, still showing good commitment. And that is what you want to see at a youthful level. And still 46 for 9. Still brilliant bowling. Still excellent feeling. Still lovely commitment by TNT so far.
Even at this stage.
Now you look at after lunch, only 2 singles scored after lunch. They went to lunch on 44. No, it's 46 for 9.
In a strong hole here.
3 wickets for only 2 runs. And it's really a struggle in this tournament for the young Jamaica under 15 rising star. Yet again, another maiden completed. It's 46 for 9.
Absolutely, one of their better batters, Kemar Parker, went for a duck. The Surrey scorecard for Jamaica on the screen there just now. They're 46 for the loss of 9, 27 overs gone. They need 41 runs in 138 ball. Jamaica is well and truly on the back foot here. Trinidad ruling here, and they're continuing with their premier spin bowler in the attack again. So far, he gets 6 wickets for 5 runs. This is into his 9th over now. Trinidad and Tobago captain Kishoff going for the keys. Well, Blood is not going to ease up at this stage. He's looking to finish this game and to finish it early.
As this one is tucked towards the square leg. And a quick single. And a good throw as well. But the batter was in. As the total goes up to 47 for 9. Some disappointed face around Jamaica Boilers. You look at the young under 15, Jamaica under 15 team dressing room, and not the happiest of faces. So too is the man who travels all over Jamaica to stream games. Cricket with Leon, very disappointed. You could see it on his face. And at 47 for 9, not much left in the kitchen sink for the home team. Jamaica under 15 rising star didn't rise above sea level in the 3rd game of the bilateral series of 2026.
Did not rise at all. This is a major concern for Jamaica at the moment. Coach Robert Samuels, manager Sheldon Catchwell, they must be scratching their head at the moment. The entire Jamaica looking on at the moment. Not feeling good, but certainly for Trinidad and Tobago, Marlon Pinnock and their young rising stars, they must be feeling very happy at the moment. Winning this game meaning they will not lose the series.
And looking at a quick single, clearly not on. One of the best fielders on the park already took a magnificent catch. That's Richards. Does well on this occasion. But you look at the field placement. If seem to be 2 slip, a gully. Wow, this is brilliant. Absolutely brilliant from TNT. 47 for 9. Oh, good delivery. Appeal for stumping. And not outside by umpire Carlin Brown on this occasion with another fantastic delivery. No, good delivery. And look at that. This is quality spin bowling. Spin bowling at the finest at Jamaica Boilers.
Quality spin bowling. Taking his guard again. Right. He's from Garvey in Clarendon. At the crease now for 24 deliveries. Watching the wickets falling around him. There's nothing much that he can do at this stage. Jamaica 47 for the last of 9. 27.4 overs. They need 40 to win.
Well, it's all over. Quicker, flatter. And look at the scenes on the field. Trinidad and Tobago, young rising star, clipped another defeat over the home team. And Jamaica, rising star under 15 team. And look at the celebration. It tells the story. 2-0 lead in a 5-match bilateral series. But what a bowling performance. If this is not the best in West Indies under 15 regional cricket, it's among the best. 7 wickets, 6 runs, 8.5 overs. Magnificent.
Magnificent bowling performance by Sean here. He came to Jamaica with a purpose. He bowled with a purpose. Look at this delivery. Magnificent delivery. Unplayable for right. He had no answer to that. Showing his quality. He plays a lot of cricket back in Trinidad, and I think this would have prepared him for this assignment, and he came and gave a good account of himself as the players greet each other and shake hands in the wonderful spirit that cricket is played in. They should feel happy. Coach Mohammed, the entire coaching staff of Trinidad and Tobago, also the players, mothers, aunties, supporters that came from Trinidad and Tobago, all of them should feel proud and happy for these young men. They have come and they have given a good account of themselves. They have played with their heart out. They have dominated and maintained the proceedings from morning until now, winning the toss, elected to bat first. They had a shaky start, but a very good partnership between Samir and Thomas, and they restored the parity to the innings of Trinidad. They got up into the 80s, then they come and they bowl in partnership, they bowl with purpose, and they single-handedly have won the game for their team. Prishan should feel very happy. Also, setting the pace, Giovanni McKnight should feel very good. He started it for Trinidad, and Prishan came and finished it in the end.
You're absolutely correct. Started from Matt Knight. The first wicket fell without a run was on the board. And then it's all Prisham show. He was brilliant. He was outstanding. And a spell to remember for a long time in West Indies under 15 regional cricket. 7 for 6.
We will check the stats.
10 wickets in the tournament so far.
Absolutely.
For 32 runs. Magnificent. And credit to him as well.
Absolutely. Absolutely wonderful display here. So we're looking on the celebration from Junior Mohammed and his team, Trinidad and Tobago Rising Star team. Must feel very happy. There is a big man on screen. Arnaldo Prisham must feel very happy and pleased about himself here. He's one for the future, Marlon. He's one that, given the proper guidance, the proper nourishment, the proper upbringing, will serve West Indies cricket and Trinidad cricket well in the future.
And we journey to Boys Town on Saturday for the 4th game of the bilateral series. Stay tuned.